Yeah, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode, Format Podcast Live. What's good? So as you can see from the rundown tonight and the thumbnail, we are going to be doing another live watch party, whatever you want to call that. These playoffs have been so freaking exciting, so we decided, you know what, we'll go ahead and we're gonna enjoy a second round matchup. And I tell you what, this is a huge game in this round of the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Why are you looking like that, Transformer? Why are you looking like that?
Just looking.
Right. So I'll tell you why this is a huge game. This is a huge game because if the champs go down 0-2, they will be in serious trouble. And that's not just as a Celtics fan. I think that's in any situation. Like, you never want to be in a 7-game series having to win 4 out of 5 to win the series. Now, it's happened before, but I can honestly say I would not like those chances, and hopefully they will have learned from what we saw the other night, and we will get into it shortly. What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on? Shout out to my channel members, and of course, that's Laker Nation, #1 channel member. Of course, It's Not That Serious. Of course, Chief Sid Bubba. Shout out to you. Shout out to the boys from Annapolis.
Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. All right, go ahead.
No doubt. Anchors away, gentlemen. Anchors away for another. Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
he cannot wait until the Navy Army play, so he ain't got to do that no more.
Right.
He can't wait. Yo, he can't wait.
No, I can't wait.
Man, pretty God. Come on,
Right.
man. Like,
please.
praise be
Let's
to
don't let us
Allah.
lose again.
Please.
Opinion stated. What's going on, man? What's going on? And shout out to the final channel
OP.
member, Baltimore Bruce. What's going on, my man? So yeah, we're gonna watch this game because this is gonna be wild. Man, this is gonna be wild. But being that these playoffs are so amazing, well, real quick before I do that, I'm gonna go give the spiel, and then we'll be right back, and we'll talk about that a little bit as the game is getting ready to get started. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept aware anytime we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you enjoy the content as you listen, make sure you give us a like, a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And write it down, put it in your phones, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the podcast and you want to help the show continue to grow, make sure you go ahead, click that join button, join the channel. We're going to have some exclusive content just for you. There it is. Edward, what's going on, my man? I put the tips in the thing. Man, that's a running gag. That's a classic, man. Me and Edward, that's the thing right there, man. Don't be a hater. I
put the tips in the thing.
Yeah, I put the tips in the thing. Yeah. Yeah, ask Edward what that's about, man. He'll put you on.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, he'll put you on. You out here being crazy, man. But yeah, so being that these are such incredible playoffs, and I must admit they have been incredible playoffs, they took me back to a point of nostalgia when the NBA was just so incredible. So real quick before this game starts, let me take you all back too, in case you're old enough to remember.
My bad. I thought you were still playing it. My bad.
Fantastic. Oh man, it was so great. It's not that serious. Fantastic era. Oh, OG Anunoby out the gate with the triple. Oh boy. Edward, definitely
Getting busy.
full, bro. Definitely painful. Although I gotta admit, the Jamaica scene in Belly was crazy. But we gotta focus on this game, Edward. We gotta focus on this game. So
yes, we do.
Drew Holiday immediately scores inside
In the paint.
In the right, you got to get those because think about it, right? In game one, like 4 different Knicks players were in foul trouble in the first half, and then the Celtics just went away from it, decided they're going to just go completely bombs away and not take advantage of that. And I think that's so problematic, man.
Yeah, I think they were listening to Outkast.
I don't know.
Not sure why they was listening to Outkast for the game. You know, Bombs Over Baghdad is just a song, guys. You know what I mean? It don't need to be what you guys are doing from the 3-point line all day, every day. But there goes your first 3. All right, so that's 1. And there's 2.
Like, all I get it. You play how you play, and oh my goodness. I get it. You play how you play, and you want to chip playing that way, but this has to stop. It has to stop. I mean, because you literally, like, here's the deal, right? Did the Knicks play great the other night? Yes, the Knicks played great the other night. But can we agree that the Celtics gave them that game by just at one point? I think they shot 19 out of 20 possessions in the third quarter in game 1 from 3. Like, why? And they're still doing it.
That's 3. So we're in how many minutes? I mean, we're 9:55 in the first quarter, and the Celtics have taken 3 threes already.
Correct.
1 per minute. I think that's what they're going for.
From a basketball standpoint, here's the other problem, Transformer. When you do that, you basically bail out the defense. You don't make them work. When you run offense, it's not just about getting the best shot. It's about making the defense work, making the defense move. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a big problem, right? Especially when you have a team that does not go deep into their bench, and you do as the good defense, great, yeah, and you do as the Celtics team that's like, you know, pretty loaded all around, right? You have to make. Here we go. Oh, thank goodness.
4.
You have to make them. Jesus Christ. They didn't learn, Transformer. They didn't learn. They didn't learn.
Counting them off. That's 4.
I know you are. I know you are. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So far, it's been a sloppy basketball game from both teams.
Yes, it has.
It's still 3-2. You can tell both teams are trying to attack. They're definitely trying to attack. Celtics not so much on their end, but the New York Knicks are trying to attack. They're just not able to finish.
Right. Salam Sneed, what's going on, brother?
Salam Sneed.
Sneed, I got to have a big game tomorrow too, man. I meant to hit you today. I got to give you a shout tomorrow. Yeah, no, it's there. You go. Get more of those. Get the easy stuff.
Well, I think that was more of a Brunson fail.
I mean, but still, though, you can see that Drew Holiday is making an attempt to get to the rim, right? We saw that first possession. Saw it again. And so going back to game 1 again, because I'm so frustrated over it. You know how many freaking possessions, we saw the Celtics literally have layups and then kick out for threes? Like, what are you doing? So many possessions could have won that game, man. This doesn't even make sense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Unfortunately, that's Joe Mazzulla's philosophy. I think I mentioned this to you the other day. Jason Tatum is big enough to take it on the block.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He can score on any part of the floor.
Yes.
Why he's not taking it on the block, I have no idea. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I've been complaining about it for a few years now, how he consistently bails out the defense with just these bad threes. And he shot 34% from 3 this year. Like, now, I mean, he's got the ability to make it, but his shot selection to me is just not good. Imagine if he, cut those 3-point attempts in half. He averaged 27. He probably averaged 32. You know what I'm saying? All those, man, drive to the rim. Like, you can see he puts the time in the gym, so he's not frail.
No, he's not.
Right. He can deal with
definitely put on a lot of money, a lot of weight since Duke.
Yeah, absolutely. So go through the contact, either get an and one or go to the line for 2 free throws. Like it's just it's frustrating me. And it's weird because like people who know Joe Mazzulla, they say he's got a tough guy mentality, but he allows his team not to play that way. That's kind of weird. Like they were saying during the offseason, who was it that said it?
Oh my God.
What happened?
I'm gonna need coach to cut that hair, bro. Why does he have the Stewie Griffin going on the top of the dome, though?
Wow.
The Stewie Griffin, bro. Like that was crazy work, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, Sneed. I think if you tore your calf, you would know, man. You would be in a bad way.
Steve Thor's calf?
He's asking you. He's asking you.
Asking me what? My bad. I'm not even looking at the chat, y'all. I'm like locked into the game.
You are. No, he's asking you as a
my bad.
Fitness.
So they just took the Knicks 3-point shot away. The one that initiated. Apparently his the ball was still in his hands when the clock said 0. I didn't know they can do that. I thought they only reviewed the foot on the line.
Look,
but apparently they'll go back and review if if time expired. So right now it's 5-0 Boston. If you're looking at it now, you're probably like, okay, what happened to the New York Knicks 3 points? That's what happened. Yeah. But Steve, you're a fitness guy. How can you tell you tore a muscle? Oh, you'll feel it. I'm pretty sure I tore my calf today. Oh, yeah, boy, it's sharp. It's sharp. You will feel a pop. You'll definitely feel a pop, or you'll feel a rip. Typically, when you pull it, and not being funny, but you're a Caucasian, you're gonna turn blue and black for sure around that area.
Maybe he's thinking it was like a minor tear, a small tear, and not a major one. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you would feel it. That's for sure. I
would think so.
A pulled calf, I mean, it's almost as crazy as a pulled hamstring. That's a good bucket by Derek White.
Mm-hmm.
9-2 Boston, getting into the paint.
But look, here's the thing though. We saw the Celtics up by 20 last game, right?
Yeah, true.
So it's like, okay, can we trust that they will continue to do what got them to the lead? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? Since we're saying that, I'm not going to comment no more until the fourth quarter.
I know, right?
That's a good bucket, Towns. Good bucket.
Yeah. I think the other thing the Celtics need to do too, in order to have success here, because the Knicks aren't going to go away. They're gonna continue to play. They're gonna continue to grind, and you got to love that about the Knicks. Absolutely,
they're scrappy. That's for sure.
And, they're a reflection of their coach, and I respect that.
Good bucket.
But see, look, it was a good bucket, but look where everybody else was on the floor. The Celtics, like modern teams, do not devote resources to offensive rebounding. When you get extra possessions,
that's good.
No rebounds, no rings, man. To quote you guys' legendary former coach, no rebounds, no rings, man.
No rebounds, no rings.
Not hard. Not a hard concept.
It definitely popped, and I went down. I tore my hamstring completely years ago. It took a few days for all the blood to surface. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you felt and heard that pop, yeah, you popped it. You pulled it for sure.
Go get that MRI.
And by the way, I'm a health fitness guy, not a doctor. So I get what you mean, Steve, but definitely consult with a doctor. Don't take my advice on what's happening. I can give you a likely idea of what you did, but not a physical therapist.
Correct.
A personal trainer.
Correct.
Physical fitness instructor. Yes.
What's the question for both of us, Edward? How is JT out rebounding Cat? Is that the question?
No, I find it very difficult that how JT out rebounding Cat. That's a question. Well, that wasn't in the form of a question there, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if that's his question or did he forget to put the. Oh,
okay, that is his question.
I don't know, because I think Karl Anthony Towns averaged like 12 and a half rebounds a game this year. So I can't act like he wasn't hitting the boards, but I don't know, man.
Roger that, Steve.
Look, there were a whole bunch of missed shots the other night. That's how JT out rebounded Cat. But see what Edward is trying to do, because he's a Tatum stan. So
Yeah,
what
he
he's
team light skin.
oh, okay. What he's trying to do is find some reason to big up Tatum, even though Tatum, basically gave the game away at the end with those bad threes instead of attacking the rim and getting downhill.
Yo, every time I see this Jalen Green commercial, I see him eating them chicken wings. I'm like, bro, you was a chicken wing that whole series.
Wow.
You didn't do anything but get ate up. Pause. Like, yeah, he got cooked. He had one game where he had double figures.
You know what I noticed? Jalen Green is sitting in the car eating the chicken wings. He's got his nails painted.
Yeah, he's always had his nails painted.
Oh, is he one of those guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it was a meme. They said instead of painting your nails, should have painted a better picture on how to score a basket in the playoffs or something like that. It was
Celtic City. Have you been watching that Transformer?
Hell no.
It's a really good. It's seriously a very good doc. Listen, if it was if it was Laker Town or whatever it was, I'd be watching that too.
Because it's interesting. We're interesting, bro. My bad.
See, that's okay. I got you.
What type of stuff is that, bro?
Celtic
Not
City.
finna watch racist town talk about the Celtics, man. Get out of here.
Celtic City was outstanding, at least so far. I watched the episode the other day where they showed us beating the Lakers in 2008. Oh, man.
Did they show 2010?
No, not yet, man. That might be the next episode. I got to check and see. I mean, I know it's coming. I have to watch that one too. I'm not going to be excited about it, but I know it's coming, and my respect for the Mamba is what it is. But I remember in 08, man. I was in Germany. I'm watching on Armed Forces Network, like 3:00 in the morning when they won that chip. I'm screaming and yelling in the barracks like a crazy man. So the next morning, because we had like a little suite, and so the next morning, my roommate gets up. We getting ready for PT, and he says to me, "Hey, Hope, was there a party or something going on outside last night?" I was like, "My bad, Obama. Yeah, that was me." Celtics won. Oh my gosh, yeah, it was. I mean, and it's so funny because my other homeboy in the unit, my man L Boogie, big time Lakers fan.
Good bucket.
So when I saw him at PT that morning, ooh boy, I had to let him know. It was wonderful. That was a wonderful, wonderful night. I felt so good. It's fantastic.
Jesus Christ, Knicks can't buy a basket. With 7 minutes in the game, and they only have 4 points.
The Celtics can shoot like 23s in a row and let them back in the game.
Might not Boston up 12.
I got to tell you one thing I hate, and it's not just the Celtics, but in modern basketball, period, I hate when teams like pull up and shoot threes on the break. Go to the rim, please. Get three the old-fashioned way.
Knicks got to slow down.
Yeah, for real.
They truly got to slow down. Oh boy, Jalen tried.
Oh,
boy, he tried it.
Somebody. Ow.
He took off. Oh, is he hurt? Okay, I thought he was hurt. Okay.
He tried to take off and yeah, he tried to pike on Brunson. Yeah, he took off a little too far out.
Ooh.
You know what though? I respect Brunson trying to take that charge, and I like how he knew where he was on the floor and made sure he got outside the dotted line.
Yeah, that's true. That's good awareness.
It is outstanding.
That's great awareness. So it would have took the dunk away if it counted anyway.
Man, he tried.
Oh my God, the Knicks could just get a bucket.
Yeah. But see what's happening though, right? Both teams, in my estimation, really need to calm down here and just move the basketball, screen, cut. Let's get back to some fundamentals, like some college style offense. Can we get
swing, move?
Yeah, commit to 3 or 4 passes before you take a shot. Make the defense adjust to you.
There you go, Hard. See that? There you go. Moving the ball. Because at first it was 2 for 16.
Yeah.
Josh Hart finally hits a three, and it was
Yeah.
wide open. It was a great look.
Yeah, it was.
Knicks haven't been taking great looks so far in this game.
Yes.
And this is a low scoring quarter, man. I mean, both teams came out coming out sloppy. As you see, Jason Tatum just missed a bunny layup right there.
Sure did.
With about 3 minutes left, and the score is 7-16. So that goes to show you, both teams are playing a little sloppy right now.
Mm.
Like both teams are antsy to get like a quick upper hand on the other one.
Yeah. You know what I just thought about, right?
What's
Sam Cassell is one of the assistants on Celtics coaching staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding coach, and hopefully he'll be a head coach next season somewhere because he absolutely deserves it. 3-time champion as a player. Cool. Why? Or maybe it's just the way the Celtics play. But if I'm Derek White, I'm working with Sam Cassell on my post game, and I'm trying to model my offensive scoring package after him. Because Sam Cassell, if you remember, he used to back dudes down and do work on that block. He could shoot the three, but he could also really work you out in the post. Pause. And so if Derek White could add that to his game, I think that would make him like super dangerous.
Yeah. And they both like top 10 uglies in the NBA. So like it would make sense that they both play alike, both bald, ugly as dirt.
I don't even know what that had to do with it. I was talking about basketball.
Oh yeah, I mean,
do with it.
Bro, I mean, when you ugly, bro.
Why? I don't. What? What's that? Making me worry about you, Transformer.
No, I'm just saying, bro. You ever met somebody and they just like ugly? You like, ew. But it like distracts the hell out of you all the time. So even if somebody's saying something like, "Oh man, this guy passed. He had 4 A's on his report card, 1 B and 1 C." But that man ugly though. You like, wait, what? Like, bro, but you look at him, you like, damn, man, that man is ugly.
You understand that has nothing to do with it, right?
Yeah, it don't got nothing to do with anything. That's how ugly you are.
What?
Yeah. So ugly is distracting.
Okay.
You hear me, Steve? You know what I'm talking about. You ever met somebody that's just ugly, no matter what they did, you're like, bro, you just ugly, man. Damn.
I'm lost on that, man.
Yeah. But he could, rival his game after him. But again,
I think that would be a great thing for him to do, but
this is Sam Cassell didn't play in the modern NBA era. And Joe Mazzulla is just
he'd be a killer today.
Let these kids do what they want to type coach.
You think he is?
I think so.
I don't think he is. It's Paul Pierce was talking about how during the summer, how different coaches will have like guest speakers come in and stuff like that, right? Try to motivate the team and all that. He had a Navy SEAL come in. Like Joe Mazzulla apparently has a real tough guy attitude. Like he does MMA and stuff, when he's not coaching, like during his off time. And
like Joe does MMA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Paul Pierce was like, he went to go visit the team, and Joe Mazzulla was like, come on, Paul, let's go do MMA. Come on. Like, so Joe Mazzulla, remember when last series when Tatum fell down and he was taking too long to get up? And Mazzulla's get up. Like, get your butt up. So, yeah. I don't even want to talk about it, Edward. I don't even want to talk about it because Joy Taylor is on there talking greasy, and I'm not trying to hear that. But yes, I'm aware of his podcast, but I don't listen to it.
Paul Pierce has a podcast?
Yeah, man. He is it Truth After Dark or something like that?
Yeah. Not gonna be able to do it.
Not gonna be able to do it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see.
Man, it's a long commercial break. Jesus, what happened?
What's it called? The Truth After Dark. That's what it's called.
The Truth After Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, Steve, that's correct. I won't say it out loud for public consumption, but yes, you're correct.
Oh man, Steve, man.
He's right though. He's right.
Pressure.
She talks mad greasy on the She was on there. I was like, really? This woman really out here saying this foolishness?
Crazy amounts of pressure. Just straight up pressure.
I don't know. Yeah.
For the streets, though.
For the streets. Long to the streets.
Oh, come on, Boston. Got to get the ball off. Yeah, too late. Porzingis is back. He had an illness last game that kept him out. And as soon as he gets in the game, he has a shot clock violation.
That's correct. But see,
stop being the white knight. For what?
I don't blame all that on him, right? In terms of the shot clock violation.
Yeah.
I blame that on lack of movement in the Celtics offensive set last time. They're pretty stale offensively. They don't move nearly as much as they should. Okay, some decent defense there. Because everything is so much, get to the 3-point line, right?
There you go, Bridge.
Think about it. Where's the screen?
Shoot it again.
Exactly. But look, there was no pass during that whole possession. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Pritchard had the ball the whole time.
Yes, correct. And that's, to me, that's the problem. I mean, yeah, he knocked down the second opportunity, but there's a lot of times when you're just bailing the defense out and the Celtics don't get a second opportunity. Knicks can't hit the broadside of a barn right now.
Sure enough, can't.
Damn. And the Celtics are lucky because they're giving them
Why is Pritchard just holding the ball so long?
I don't know. And then turns it over. See,
good bucket.
Now, so you saw the Pritchard turnover just now, right?
Yeah.
What do I always say? Modern NBA point guards, who are supposed to be more skilled, cannot make a post entry pass. You saw that, right? I say it all the time.
Yeah, but is he a point guard? He's not a point guard.
What is he?
A 2 masquerading as a 1.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, Pritchard ain't no point guard.
I don't know where he is, man.
I've never seen him facilitate any damn thing. See, that's the thing. Like, we have a lot of
2 point guards left.
Like in this positionless basketball league, it's a lot of ones, and we call them point guards.
Yeah,
they're not really points. Like Steph Curry, he's not really a point guard.
Agreed.
Steph Curry, he plays the 1. Oh my God, good move, Brunson. Like Steph Curry, to me, I never quantified him as a point guard.
That was
because he doesn't act like a point guard.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't play like one. Like he's not facilitate. Like Dre is their point guard to me. Dre acts more like the point forward. He's facilitating everything. Pass first. Like to me, that's a point guard, right?
Yeah. Agreed.
Steph will air that thing out from here all the way to Sunday.
Sure.
He'll air it out. Shooting guard, but he plays the 1 position.
Right.
So like when you talk point guard, I mean, come off top of the dome, you think Chris Paul's, your Rajon Rondos.
That's right.
Tyrese Halliburton. Now I'll put him over as a point guard. He acts more like a point.
He does, man. But it's like there's very few true distributors out there like that. Trae Young, he is, but he scores a lot too. But he might be the closest to a true point guard in the modern NBA. Trae
but
Young.
he'll pass a lot first.
Yeah,
he'll make the correct play,
mm-hmm.
move the ball, move the rock, and everything like that. But when it comes to like these other players, they're shooting first. What's this?
I don't know. I wonder how much a ticket to the game tonight costs in Boston.
What? Is this what you was talking about with Eddie?
What you talking about?
What you sent me?
Oh, no. We were talking about something else. No, I sent you that in reference to Paul Pierce's podcast. That was one of the things they was discussing on there, which I was like, that's kind of, it's true. We talked about that the other day.
Yeah, we spoke about some of this.
Yeah, we spoke about some of that just the other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out later.
Yeah.
Shows why the never mind. We'll say that for the Patreon.
He's the system because of his usage. He's not a natural passing point guard. He doesn't orchestrate an offense, if that makes sense. You think so? I think he orchestrates more offense than people think. I don't think it's just the usage, but I hear what you're saying, Steve. Some of it is due to usage, yeah. Speaking of that, I just saw this commercial. Asia Wilson's in this commercial, right? You know, she really believes that she could beat Josh Hart in a game of one-on-one.
Really? Okay.
Come on, man.
I'm all about confidence.
Yeah, but
I'm truly all about confidence.
The losing is a different thing, though. That's not happening, man.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like
I'm not gonna knock her for being confident.
No. Let's look at it, right? The U.S. Women's World Cup team in soccer. They won multiple gold medals, right? Won multiple women's World Cups. They got beat by a high school boys team, and they didn't lose. They got smoked. So it's like, come on, man. Respect due for the effort that y'all put in y'all sports, but let's stop this foolishness of you could beat men. Like, cut that out, man. Just stop it. Just stop it. That doesn't have to validate you. You play your sport and you do your thing. You don't have to be validated by saying you could beat men because it's a lie. Stop.
I'm not going to put much effort into this conversation because these women practice against men. And I'm pretty sure when they practice against former NBA players, collegiate players, they be getting rocked.
That's what I was about.
They be getting rocked. So I think that's just more conversation, stand up for your sport, stand up for your league. Like, hey, bump that, man. I could take Josh Hart on.
To that point, it did happen this offseason, so it might have been just more hype for the coming WNBA season. Yeah. Marketing. You're right, transfer. Yeah.
Because no, not at all.
Yeah, that was funny. Because no.
Nobody's thinking that. Like, bro, nobody wants to even watch that game.
Correct.
Like, come on now. Let's be serious.
Yeah, like, stop. You get boomed on a lot.
Yeah, like, easily. It's not even close.
Exactly, Steve. Yeah, you're right.
It's not even close. All right, so let's see if the Knicks can pick it up here, man. They only had 13 points in the first quarter. Here we are, 11:30 into the second quarter, and they still have 13. So it's definitely a low-scoring quarter. To me, the Knicks is they're rushing a lot of baskets. They're not getting good looks. They're not taking advantage of a bunch of switches that they're doing, and they're literally letting everything roll off the rim. One thing I would want them to do is definitely rebound a little bit more, get some offensive rebounds, perhaps some putbacks. But if not, Boston can run away with this one because right now it's just looking like the Knicks are just too anxious to get a bucket versus, hey, settle in.
Yeah,
you know, Boston wants to attack you guys, but let's just settle in, play our game, get some buckets, keep it close. Second half, make our adjustments, and we could definitely still be in this one. So,
and I was about to say, I think that the Knicks have confidence knowing that they can come back from any deficit. And if they continue to play their game, they believe that Boston is going to give them an opportunity to get back into the game. And to some extent, I understand that. And I don't know if it was Steve, somebody said in the chat earlier that Boston, the Knicks accomplished their goal by stealing one on the road. Yeah. And so, even if they lose this one, they go back home. Now they're in games. In their beds. That's right. Sleeping in their beds, playing in the Garden, the Mecca. And so,
got Spike Lee on the sideline. Melo might show up.
That's right. Patrick Ewing and all those guys, John Starks, they've been there. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, I think
Stephen A. Hell.
Orange and blue skies, baby. Orange and blue skies.
Thank God. I love everybody today. I love everybody.
Yo, man, you're doing too much for one win. Come on, man.
Hey, man, the Knicks have been in purgatory for 40 years.
And they will remain there because they're not. They will remain there for another
there you
season.
Go. See, that's the cat I want to see. You're too big to be letting anybody on Boston, especially Al Horford, who's already shorter, get over him,
right,
and get it to the rim. That is back-to-back plays that Cat has gotten an and one just off of backing down Al Horford. Now that puts Horford in that situation to where, well, I can't guard this guy like this, or I'm end up getting in foul trouble and get out of this ball game, right? Porzingis has been unhealthy, so you don't want to overplay Porzingis too early and put him in a compromising position. So if I'm Cat, if I'm Thibodeau, hey, put the ball back into his hands.
Every time down the floor, do it old school. Go right to the block. Mouse in the house.
Right to the block.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yo, Pritchard will air that thing. He don't care.
Not kidding.
Pritchard don't care, man.
Hey, yo, I'm 6th man of the year out here. What you talking about?
I'm airing this thing out, bro.
Oh, my gosh. We're going live. Brunson with the drive. Tatum taking a dive. Knicks in 5.
Ooh.
That's what we doing our Laker Nation. That's what we're doing. Shout out Be Ready Sports Podcast. That's what we're doing, Laker
Nation. That's Laker Nation. I forgot. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
There you go. See, Cat. Okay. Now we got Cat.
Watch it.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
This is Cat. This is what Cat needs to be doing. Take advantage, get in the block, attack the paint, put these guys in a situation to where they can't guard you in there. Then it gets easy. It gets easy from there. Go right back to it.
Forcing Tatum into difficult shots.
See, why? Mikal Bridges. No, that's not. That's campaign.
Campaign.
Yeah. Stop. I would have benched him immediately. I would have benched him immediately. Why did you air that 3 out?
You know what I like seeing from the Knicks is the way they're really extending the defense.
Yeah.
Like taking it out well past the 3-point line, really, giving some pressure on the basketball. I like that. That is that's good, man. Knicks out here playing ball, man.
So look at that. If you look at that replay, this is what Cat's doing now. So Al Horford can't guard him as tough anymore.
No.
So if I'm Thibodeau, bro, I know that. Like, no. Attack every time Horford's on you, attack him. Attack him. Take him out of this ball game because Al Horford is, I'm not going to say he's your Draymond Green, but he's close to it. He's one of your glue pieces for your Boston Celtics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I tell you what, should the Celtics repeat, I think Al Horford's going to retire, man. That dude's 137 years old. He needs to hang it up.
Well, I feel like him and Bron the same age.
Hey, I'll take it, Mark with glasses. What's going on, my man? How you doing?
I appreciate it, Mark.
Yes.
Campaign gets the green light, Steve.
He sure does.
Got the bench for me. I ought to put him right there on the bench. Ref, that was a favorable jump off. He definitely leaned that towards Boston.
Damn, you're right, man. Pritchard got no conscience. I think touches his head is going up.
It's gone. It is gone. See, there you go, Cat. Now you're going to be in the bonus in short order. I told you, Bruce, this game, they're going to have to go through Cat. And right now you got Jalen Brunson on the bench. He's getting a little blow. You can expect Jalen Brunson to pick it up and go nuclear at any point. But right now, feed your big man, get your big man involved.
Absolutely.
And get him in the game while also forcing the opposing big man.
That's right.
To be out of the game. So no Al Horford. Okay, cool. It's hunting season for Cat after that. Right? Porzingis is not in the shape to be guarding Cat all game. So right now, Knicks down 21-26 Boston. Boston let go of what I believe was a 13-point lead at one point. So cut it down to 5. They definitely picked it up here in the second quarter. There you go. Give it to Cat. See, but there you go. That works. That's good defense.
It is. But I like what they went for there.
Ooh, tough one. How many threes is that? I lost count. Is that 11? I think that's 11.
Wide open when you got to take it, but come on, man. Think about this, right?
Yeah, you got to shoot those.
No, but look, if Derek White had drove baseline, it would have forced the rotation to try and stop him, right? from getting a layup, and then all he has to do is drop it underneath, and that's a layup on the other side. Like this could have done, man.
What happened to the era where players used to like be that wide open, but still take like 2 to 3 steps in for a little midi because they knew the midi was on point?
Mike D'Antoni and Phoenix, then Steph Curry and Golden State. That's what happened.
Yeah, Steph definitely blew that shit up. That was an amazing bucket. I know you were going for the foul, but that was a good bucket.
That was a great bucket.
These refs are letting these teams definitely get away with a lot of contact, and I'm loving it.
It's the playoffs, though. It's okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Tatum going to do something stupid. Here we go. Oh, he went to the rim. Okay. But again,
that's good D. They're letting these guys get in a lot of contact.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not mad at the
Hey, you got Jaylen Brown on me? Oh no, please give me the ball.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing though. Look at the size.
What is that? Like,
Chat was still like, whoa. But why was he way out there on the baseline instead of closer to the block? Like
exactly. Get about 15 to 12 feet.
Come on,
then
man.
Call for the ball.
Yeah, get more traditional post-up action. I don't get it.
I shouldn't be 20 feet out from the 3-point. I mean, 20 feet out from the basket and calling for the ball. Come on now. Let's
No, Laker Nation. There will not be 45 more threes tonight, man. Stop it.
They on pace.
Hey, listen. You chill too.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
They probably are on pace though. It's like, learn though. You know what I'm saying?
Roger that.
Oh my gosh.
Roger that. You're absolutely right.
Okay, by the way, as I remember, in the chat, everybody in the chat, just for craps and giggles, somebody told me that they would take Tatum over Bird 100 times out of 100. So in the chat, if their options are Tatum and Bird, 1 being Bird and 2 being Tatum, please put your choice in the chat. I'm just curious to know what you think there. I would like to know. 1 being Bird, 2 being Tatum. Which way you leaning, chat?
I feel that's incredibly
really,
disrespectful.
Really, you have to think about that, Edward? Really? Gotta be freaking kidding me. No, I'm not gonna say names. I'm just curious to know. I'm curious to know, y'all.
No, Sneed, that's just the way the human brain works in 2025. I'm sorry.
Look, somebody told me that. I'm not making that up. I promise you.
Now, Sneed, 15 years ago, that would have been lunacy. That would have been lunacy 15 years ago.
Lunacy.
Now it's just like, what do you say? Like, okay. No, that's crazy work though. Come on, man. Like, get out of here. Like, Bird, you talking about the greatest white man to ever touch a fucking basketball? Are you serious?
Oh,
is that person in this chat? Don't even mention the name.
I'm not saying anything.
Is the person in the chat?
I'm not saying anything.
Has that person made a comment on this show today?
I'm just saying somebody said that to me, and I was like, wow, okay.
See, Larry Bird invented racism with his play, right? You never seen a racist basketball player until Larry Bird started playing, because he literally called folks the N-word with his moves. Get out of my way. Like, he was just that nice. The man was crazy good, dog. Yeah, like, you go back and you look at Larry Bird highlights, you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing? Like, yo.
Problem.
Like, just the way, like, off, like, no instinct, just, just passing it. Like, he had a little magic in him. He was like, hey, man, no.
Yeah, he definitely had some magic.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
wasn't quite magic, but had some magic. Definitely.
Oh man, Steve, honorary attest. I don't even think he's around like Mount Rushmore. I think he's more like Abraham Lincoln. Just he has his own fucking statue, just sitting there thinking like, that's me. Like, that's Larry Bird, bro. Like, Larry is good, bro. That man is so freaking good, dude.
Hey, coach, you got a white guy on me? Take this white guy off me. You're disrespecting my game.
I'm pretty sure he called him the C word. Nah, Larry was disrespectful, bro.
Maybe he did. Yeah, he was.
And he probably definitely was calling me. You got these C words on me?
Yeah.
You better go get one of them bros. This man ain't got no chance.
Yeah,
Did Horner check this? Yeah. I'm cooking. Go back and watch highlights and look at who's guarding Larry Bird. And look at his eyes go. about to cook this dude, man.
That's funny.
Honestly, the closest thing I got to that for white on white crime is Luka Doncic. Luka don't like white boys guarding him.
No,
he looked like no way. ISO.
I never watched
straight isolation, man.
I never watched it. Walking Dead went hard, and so do its spinoffs.
How did we get to The Walking Dead? What happened?
Oh, no, Bruce said random thought. Last of Us is the greatest thing that ever happened in television. I've never seen it.
I haven't even beaten the first game yet, dude.
I know that as we quickly digress into TV here, and then we'll get back to this because it's not a blowout. I like the whole Yellowstone family, man. All those go real hard.
Yeah, 1842,
1883, and
1983.
Yeah, all of them, man. Yellowstone, that whole thing is tough.
I'm gonna be out for surgery for about 2 weeks, start next week. So I'm definitely gonna be binge watching shows.
Yeah, no
I gotta finish The Penguin.
Everybody keeps telling me how great that is. I need to.
I definitely gotta finish that, man. But The Last of Us, I want to finish beating the game, and then I'll watch the show.
Is that another zombie epidemic type show? Is that another zombie epidemic thing?
The Last of Us, yeah.
Why does Tatum constantly bail out the defense with these difficult fadeaway shots? I know it's in his arsenal, man, but he's got to get in the habit of attacking more. Oh, that's a good take, Brunson. But
what time are you at?
5:14.
Oh, okay.
Missing number 3.
I thought he made it the way you were talking.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is 3 threes back to back, Boston. Granted, you made the third one. Godly.
But it shouldn't.
They got to put up the attempt to.
I don't think he's soft. I think
Boston
he's late.
has taken 8 threes this quarter.
Bruce, yeah, I don't think he's soft. I think he's lazy, and I think there's a difference.
Who is that? Tatum?
Tatum, yeah. Lazy in that he doesn't want to consistently attack. That's a good take, Jalen.
That's a good take by Jalen.
Yeah, that's a nice move. Did he just say you ain't effing with me? Is that what he said?
Yeah, no, that's definitely what he said. Oh, he said, stop fucking with me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, stop effing with me. Excuse me. I mean,
he sure did.
Yeah. That was tough.
Not effing with me? Is that what he said?
I think he said stop or not. One of them two.
Okay. Oh, they go
the F word was definitely thrown.
They will advance. I don't know why you dreaming if you think that ain't happening. They will advance. Bet that. They're going to be in the finals. By the way, quick side note. So as we're watching here and the Celtics are kind of attempting to stretch the lead. Oh, my gosh. What's going on my computer? Hello? You hear me? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's crazy.
I thought you lost the game or something.
I did. My computer's wilding. I just got to. Damn, I think I may need to run some.
Oh, my God. What an air ball.
I got to run some cleanup tomorrow on this thing.
Oh, man. I should get you a Mac. You got to worry about cleanup.
Yeah, all right. Ain't going to happen, Cap.
I've had this same MacBook for 11 years. No cleanup needed.
I will not do Apple. I will not.
Look at that. That's 9 attempts from 3.
Oh, my gosh. I might have to pop out and pop back in. Let me see.
Yeah, let me know. I'll keep the chat rolling. Steve,
I know you
pop in. Not messing with you, man.
King of the chat.
Steve, pop in and be reckless. Love you, Steve.
You know what, though? Steve knows how to behave when he gets on.
The Knicks are just, okay, when Brunson in the game, they're doing a little too much. Get back to the block.
Mm-hmm.
Put Cat Jaylen Brown is guarding Cat.
Okay.
What are we doing? Well, I
Trent,
wish Jaylen Brown would put his body on Shaq.
I'm going to go ahead and reboot, man. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, gotcha. I'll
you.
run the show.
Yup.
All right, so guys, favorite movie of all time, Spice Girls. Spice Girls, great movie.
Whoa.
You're like, man, did you just say Spice Girls? Click. Yeah, guys, man. I mean, the Knicks, ever since Jalen Brunson's checked back in his game, it's like they're going back to what got him straight down by 5. Right now, with Derek White at the free throw line, up 11, possibly going to go up 12. The Knicks have to play inside out ball. There's no Al Horford. So if there's no Al Horford, there's no Porzingis in the game. What is Cat doing? What should Cat be doing right now? Put it in the block. Take it to the post. I don't understand how folks are 7 foot and can't get in the post. Like, this is insane to me. Cat should be getting everybody in foul trouble, literally taking over the load. At this point in the game, he should have 20. I believe he has 14, I want to say. I got to check the box score. You know what? Max need to do what Amazon's doing. You know how Amazon, if you guys watch a game on Amazon, they have the stats where you can pull up the stats while you're watching it. That's actually pretty dope. I know they do it for football. I don't think I've watched a basketball game on Amazon. But if you watch an NFL on Amazon, it just pops up, man. It's actually pretty dope. I like it. Yeah, man. He's playing. He's not playing to a strength right now. Cat Williams, Jesus, the comedian. Okay, so Cat Williams on the block now. He's with the inside 10 feet. Get him the ball there. Get him the ball there with Jaylen. Jaylen Brown just boxed out Cat. I'm about to spaz. I'm about to spaz, bro. I don't know what to do. Derek White, good 3. Celtics up 16. I don't know what this was. Is this a timeout? I believe this is a timeout. I believe that makes 10 attempts from 3 this quarter from the Boston Celtics too. So Laker Nation, I think we're definitely on track for 45. Definitely on track for 45. Mission Impossible 42, man. I mean, this man, Tom Cruise, is never going to have a mission that is not possible, right? How many is that, Chad? I think this is what, 9? How many is it? This is just almost like Fast and the Furious. Well, Fast and Furious went all the way up to Fast 10. Flipping ridiculous, man. Yeah, he's definitely skilled and so soft. Steve, that Z word, you're absolutely correct. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen the video where it goes like top 5 Z moments. And he's like, oh my God. He was like, oh my God. Like, yes, oh my God. Like, yo, bro, being 7 foot, bro, you shouldn't be talking like that. No way, bro. No way. Yes, Steve, the audio, bro. Like, it's insane, bro. Oh my God. Like, and some of it, like, you look at some of his interviews. Oh my God, I forget what interview it was, man. But the way he responded would have just made me uncomfortable. Like, yo, whoa. Like, why'd you say it like that? Like, bro, you could have just said it like, you know, regular. Oh, for sure. Like, for sure. That's what it was, Steve. For sure. Oh my God, man. Oh, for sure. For sure. I think that's what he said against the Paul George. Yeah, Steve. Oh, yeah, for sure. I would have been like, cut real quick now. Hey, Cat. Let me talk to you, bro. Tighten that up. We ain't finna be doing that, bro. For sure. Cut it off. I stepped away. Who was this? Cat, man. Carl Anthony Towns. Yo, the top 5 is hilarious, Steve, man. It's just like, what is he doing, bro? I cannot take his interview seriously. Because at first I thought he was trolling. But, you hear him in just regular conversation, but he just be talking like that. Like, nah, bro. Nah, that's just crazy, bro. Listen to his game and listen to his in games. That's the audio. Are you talking about the Oh My God compilation? Like the Oh My God one was funny. Like he's yelling out like, oh my, like he doesn't get a foul call or something like that. He's like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's like repeated back to back over and over and over. It sounds the same every time. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Now we back in game, man. I felt like that commercial took 18 years. Boston up 16, 46-30. Josh Hart is at the free throw line. Not Cat, but Josh Hart is at the free throw line. I feel like the Knicks definitely have something, right? Like you can't go against the champs, right? And you're in their building and experiment. At this point, do what works, right? When you're playing the champs, and especially if you're the New York Knicks and you're the mecca of basketball, like everything is about basketball in New York, right? And you have the champs on their back heel. You got them on their heels, right? Do what works. I want to play scrappy, really take these folks mentally out of the game. Let these folks air out them threes, but let's get in the post and let's literally beat these guys inside out. Because I think the Knicks can definitely do that. I think they could definitely do that. Like, I think if you Thibodeau, you're like, hey, yo, Cat, if you don't get fouled 15 times a day, you ain't do your job. Like, seriously, you didn't do your job. Like, because I need you to be inside out. That way, Jalen Brunson ain't got to do all this dribble penetration on the perimeter. Right? Josh Hart is a very, very scrappy defender, but as far as offense, he can give you scrappy buckets, just like this floater right here. Nice, good chipper buckets, but they're inside, or he'll knock down an occasional three. Play like that. Play with Karl Anthony Towns inside, force everything out. Look at that. That's 11 threes. Uh-oh. Okay, it looks like they're going to go review. I believe they are trying to challenge who the ball was out on. I believe they call out on the Knicks. Yeah, okay. Boston ball. So Bruce is not here. I don't even know who this guy is at the 5 for Boston right now. Number 40. I don't even know who that is. So the mere fact that I don't know who that is a problem for Karl Anthony Towns. I don't even know who that is. It's not Porzingis. It's not Al Horford. If you're not one of them, like, bro, why am I not getting the ball on offense? Now, granted, this guy does have a block on Karl Anthony Towns, but it was off of like 2 pump fakes, and Karl Anthony Towns was being double teamed. And Cornette, there you go, whoever that is, and he got the block at the last second. But man, dominate him. Get in the post and put this guy on the block and take him out of the ball game. You guys are gonna hear me say that a lot tonight. Put Cat on the block. Begins with a Z, I think. I wasn't even close. Dude, like I had no idea who that was. No idea. Like, how long has he been a Celtic? I mean, you got to look this up, bro. I don't even know who this is. But right now, he's keeping Karl Anthony Towns out of the paint. Okay, let's see. Okay, Miles Bridges. Okay. All right, right now we're 35 feet from the basket, so we're not getting close. Karl Anthony Towns has Jaylen Brown on him inside the paint. Good shot, Jalen Brunson. Like, this is no way, man. No way. There was it was a term. They called it mouse in the house. Jalen bringing on Cat should be mouse in the house mode. Like obviously he's taller, he's more lengthy than Jaylen Brown. Put my hand no, bro. Hey, over here. Wow, see, he's been there a couple of years. Wow. I mean, we learn something new every day, bro. And I learned something just now. I like the way Boston's guarding Jalen. They're really throwing two at him. Every time they penetrate, he penetrates. They're definitely throwing another body at him. Good pass, Cat. They're definitely throwing multiple bodies at Jalen, just trying to get the ball out of his hands or make him make a tough shot or a tough decision, which is doing great, man. He's a different type of cat. How do you call it a foul on Brunson? Man, that might be 3 on Brunson, guys. Thibodeau needs to go back and watch New York Pelicans and Anthony Davis. I need you for the third quarter to be Anthony Davis for the New Orleans Pelicans. When I say New York Pelicans, the New Orleans Pelicans. I need you to be the Anthony Davis to where you literally just take over the whole quarter. Because we know Brunson can take over the fourth. We know that. We've seen it multiple times. We know Miles Bridges, not Miles, I keep calling him Miles. Mikal Bridges will definitely wake up. Josh Hart, like I said, is scrappy. Like, definitely let Cat do what he do in the third quarter, possibly get these guys in more foul trouble because you know Al Horford and these guys are going to come back in the game. Keep those guys in trouble and literally take me to the fourth quarter and we're down 5. Or we're within 6. Make it a 2-possession game. Now let our grit, our grind with Jalen Brunson take us home in the fourth quarter. I feel like that's possible. I definitely feel like that's possible. But here we go at halftime. Boston Celtics up 9, 50-41. You've been hearing me say it time and time again. Boston Celtics are shooting a bunch of threes. Mikal Bridges. Well, I called him 2 different things. Miles, Mikal Bridges. Thank you, Steve. Boston shooting a lot of threes. I'm going to get here and look at this. Look at the box score real quick. I want to see how many threes they've taken. I want to say they've taken about 22. I believe they've taken 22 threes. But again, the New York Knicks, it's still a ball game. However, big however on this one. You have to beat them inside out. That's the way you're going to win this ball game. They started off the game real sloppy, a lot of turnovers, a lot of just missed baskets at the rim. 13-point first quarter is not how you want to start this game. But they definitely stepped it up in the second. 28 points to Boston's 26. So you're obviously showing like, okay, cool. We're back to the motive. Everything's working. We're getting everything back clicking, right? Now that we're back clicking, let's attack these guys inside out. Boston Celtics have shot 21 threes so far. So 24 away from the big 4 or 5 that we're looking for. Shooting 23.8%. They made 5 of them. The New York Knicks shooting 23.1%, 3 out of 13. So definitely low scoring, low percentage shooting from the 3-point line from both teams. But again, if you're the New York Knicks, we got to put it on the block. No way you can tell me that Boston Celtics are out rebounding you. And I don't have Al Horford, nor I have Porzingis in the game for most of the game so far. And we're still getting out rebounded. You definitely got to get more aggressive on the board, get it more aggressive on the block. 28 points in the paint. The Boston's 24. Definitely got to get Cat inside. The switch for Jaylen Brown, right? The switch when Jaylen Brown is being put on Karl Anthony Towns. Mouse in the house. That should be the code word every time. Oh, hey, welcome back, Bruce. I didn't see you. That should be the code word. Mouse in the house Put your hand up. Get the ball. If you're the Knicks, that's my philosophy for the third quarter. Third quarter only, because I believe that Jalen Brunson could definitely take it over in the fourth. But that's my philosophy in the third quarter. Let's get Cat in such a strong rhythm that takes Horford and Porzingis back out of the game and let Brunson take us home, man.
She didn't really use the bathroom for this right.
Thank you. But yeah, man, we're at halftime, Bruce. You got any takes? Were you able to catch the end of the game?
I wasn't able to catch the end of the half, man. I was rebooting and doing a quick cleanup and whatnot. So
no, you good, bro.
But I mean, just from
mispronouncing everybody's name. Yes, I call Mikael Bridges, Miles Bridges. I called him Makai Bridges. Damn. And then I was like, Mikael Bridges. I'm like, yeah, there you go. There's so many Bridges in the NBA.
No, I think you're 100% right on what Cat should be doing every single time they catch that mismatch. But it just seems like modern NBA teams almost never play that way.
Yeah.
But to me, it just seems like smart basketball. Like if you have that mismatch, because they're always hunting mismatches on the perimeter, hence all the pick and roll actions, right? Or ball screens and that. So why can't you hunt the mismatch on the low block as well? If you have that, take advantage of that the same way. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with these coaches. It's weird to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably be that one coach in NBA that finds a 7 foot 270 guy in college. Yeah. And I'm like, you bring me you. Because you know how to be on the block. I don't care about 3-point shooting. I don't need you in the game for that. I got 4 other guys that can shoot threes.
Yeah.
But I know when we playing guys like Golden State Warriors, for example, and Dre's in there, 260, 275. Oh, yes, sir. Back him down.
Sometimes you guys zig while everybody else is zagging, you know?
Exactly, man. So I'm definitely waiting on the next big. I thought Zach Edey could be a little bit more of that, but it's just the way the NBA is set up. Who's just putting them in bad positions? Like, come on, man. Like, stop putting him in pick and roll situations where he's at the 20-foot line. Like, no, man.
They've already taken 21 threes, Transformer.
Yeah. 24 short of 45.
It's like I really thought they would have learned, but I guess you are what you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't change it in one game, I guess.
What's your over-under on Boston shooting 21 more?
Oh, definitely over.
That's firmly.
They're going to do it. They shouldn't, but they will.
I'm definitely taking it over. Like, what are we talking about? Why is this a question?
Especially if Pritchard get any minutes. Oh, he gonna put that thing up.
Pritchard, no, he got one job. He's like, if I'm open, air it out.
Let me go.
You talking about that boy got Steph Curry's green light.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many players that can say they got that.
Right.
No, he walks around like, oh no, green light.
That's his job off the bench to get those shots.
Like that is. Whoo.
There you go. I'm watching Kenny on the board at the half. Yo, Pritchard is always locked and loaded, boy.
He catches the ball with his feet set.
Mm-hmm.
He knows I'm about to air it out.
Yeah.
He knows I'm about to air it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, man, other news around the league, everybody has lost at home this series. Cavs have now lost 2 at home. So they're on verge of being in huge trouble, down 0-2, and they're going into Indiana against the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
They're possibly going to be without DeAndre Hunter, and they're possibly going to be without Darius Garland.
Mm-hmm.
And who's my other one? My other big guy. Defensive Player of the Year.
Evan Mobley.
There you go.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley. So that's gonna be huge, man. That's definitely gonna be huge. Cavs definitely gave that game away last night. If you were able to see it,
this is interesting for a team that's been so good all year. Great. What is the average margin of victory? Clearly, they're having difficulty closing tight games.
Yeah,
and that will come back to haunt you in the playoffs, apparently.
Yeah, Definitely. And right now they're on verge of being a 63 win team. I can't talk today, Steve. Don't talk about me. On the verge of being swept. Like they could possibly get swept.
That I don't see, but I don't think they're going to come back and win this series.
Yeah,
now, we've seen teams come back from 0-2, but I don't see it.
Yeah, 0-2 when you have a dominant force who was just missing. You know what I mean? Like your Kobe's, your LeBrons. Like my dominant force is missing. When that person gets back, it's curtains.
Right. They can carry us right to it.
Yeah. It's curtains.
Agreed.
Curry being out is definitely huge, Laker Nation. Pulled hamstring. I don't see him coming back for the series. They're being a little optimistic, saying he's going to at least be out a week. I think that'll push him to like game 4, when they're going to go back to San Francisco. But they definitely got one. From the Timberwolves yesterday. Jimmy Buckets, Buddy Hield has been playing lights out for the last couple of games. Man, really sparking it up, and I think they're definitely going to need him.
Shoot it, right?
You know he can air it out.
You know he can shoot. I mean, granted, it is college, but if we remember, he led the league. He led the country in scoring in college at Oklahoma. I think his last 2 years he led the league in scoring.
No, he could definitely air that thing out.
Mm-hmm.
He could definitely air that thing out. And then Charles Barkley is going to be the only one to go the wrong way. But yeah, no, it's been a great playoffs. I believe Denver and Clippers. Clippers. Denver and the Thunder are going to be playing right after this one. So
yeah,
it's that's going to be another good game. Jokic is being Jokic. Not gonna lie, Jokic is being Jokic. I got nothing to say about him these entire playoffs. I get on him about his defense, but when shit hits the fan, Jokic has been doing work.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything.
Talk to me, Bruce. Jokic's been putting in work now.
Yes, he has. It's a bit frustrating though.
It's frustrating the way he's putting in the work, or
it's frustrating because he's putting in work, but now you're hearing all this. You're hearing people put him into these discussions where he should not be, and it's not his fault.
That's prison in the moment talk. Yeah,
well, that too, but it's not his fault, man. But who are the bigs this dude is playing against? I'll freaking wait. Chet Holmgren. Wow, right? Zubac played him as tough as he could, but like really, like who are the bigs this dude is playing against? Like I say it all the time. Competition has to matter, and I can't put you in certain places if your comp is not there. I just can't.
No, I definitely agree with you, man. That's why I separate the categories for him. I think him being on a top anything center list has to come with an asterisk on it. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that like, okay, well, he's not a center. No, I mean that as in the style of center has changed for him.
He's something totally different.
He's a totally different thing, different type of player than your Shaqs, than your David Robinsons, than your Akeem Olajuwons. He's definitely a different type of player, right? So I think he's definitely the crown of the mold of what's different about positionless basketball, right? He's your center, but he's also your point guard, right? He's also facilitating the game. He's getting rebounds. He can give you 40. You know what I mean? So we've never really seen a center that can do all three of those things and do it at an extremely high level for years in a row, right? Well, and that's what the game has evolved in for him to be allowed to do so. Because granted, we can mention the Divox and stuff like that, but it wasn't every day, every game, every season for those guys where they're doing it for 40 minutes a game. It wasn't. So I can't be like, oh, we had those guys. I still can't put that on. I still can't negate that from Jokic. I still can't do that because who knows if they would have got that amount of time to do it all game, they still might not have been as good. You know what I mean? So who knows? Hindsight is 2020, right? So I can only judge about what I've seen. I've seen Divac and those guys do it for minutes in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing Jokic doing it for 40 minutes.
No. I get
game,
that.
Every season. Right?
Oh, no doubt. I'm just saying, one, and I've said this before, but one, would he be able to do that if he was in a situation where he was forced to have to defend? All that energy wouldn't be the same. So he wouldn't be able to do it for 40 minutes if he was forced to have to defend on the other end. That's one. Like, we can't deny that. And then two, the physicality his body would be taking, pause, if he had to deal with, more elite centers to go up against, that would also affect how he could play on offense. I'm just look.
But
Jokic,
that's why we separate the categories.
Today, he is doing his work today. I get it. And I can't take that from him. But I also can't be overly effusive in praise without pointing out the nuance of how he's going about getting it done. You can't. I think it's just lazy and disingenuous not to point that out. That's just my thought. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. The phone line is open. Yes, it's halftime. Let's take a couple calls. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, take a couple calls.
Yeah, it's halftime.
Take a couple calls.
I know Edward wants to call in and whine about
Jokic.
Jokic.
He definitely wants to talk about Jokic.
He definitely wants to whine about you. He wants to whine about you.
How you gonna not do that, Bruce, man? Come on, man.
Yes. Hey, man, say,
because 40-20 is crazy. And you're doing it most like that's crazy work.
Right. Edward, what's up, my brother?
Hey man, check this out, man. Hey first of all, let me go and speak my piece and speak my mind, brother. How you doing?
Doing well.
How you doing, bro?
Right, Transformer, you too as well. But look, bump all that, man. So I got that out the way. what Bruce? Look, yes, bro, this is not the 90s and the mid 2000s no more with the centers, man. Can we please put some respect on this man's game, bro?
Wait a minute. When did I not respect his game? I just
finished,
saying that he's dominating in today's game. Didn't I just say that,
Transformer? But you're saying it's lazy, though. You saying it's lazy?
I'm saying it's lazy to put him in certain discussions without including the context and the nuance of how he is able to do certain things and the conditions under which it's being done. Yes, I said that.
Man, y'all phone is going. You going in and out, Bruce. I can barely hear you.
That's really weird. Hold on. Are you able to hear me a little better now?
Just a little bit, but
that's weird.
Okay, look,
that might be you, Sean, because I can hear him clear.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, so now, Brian, I can hear you way clearer than I can hear Bruce.
That is weird.
Yeah. Now, I know me and Bruce has been going like in and out. Like his mic will drop down when he's on the phone. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's talking. I can hear everything Bruce is saying.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, he need to let go of that crap he got and get an Apple. I don't know what's his problem with Apple. I don't know
Man, look, we're not doing all that. This is not a tech show. Let's move on.
Okay.
Go ahead with your Jokic glazing. Go ahead, man.
Okay, but yeah, I just have to say, I'm glazing for Jokic just like I glaze for JT. But anyway, this is about Jokic. So, but okay, dude, it's not his look, man. So what do you want him to be? Like what? Play a point position? I mean, what, he's the best big guy in the league. I'm sorry,
yes,
Joel Embiid. Your time is over with, bro. I mean, look, it's over with for Joel Embiid. It's a wrap.
That's correct.
It is.
Yes.
Now, and then you said what other big guys is playing? I mean, look, Zubac gave him some work when they played the Clippers. He did give him some work. Zubac, like he had a double every game, game they played.
Mm-hmm.
So he did his thing. And then nowadays it was a category that the Joker is in with Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh my God. Don't mention those two in the same sentence. Okay, let me ask you this, Edward. Real talk. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. This is a simple question.
Now I can hear you clearly, but go ahead.
Simple question. If Jokic had to play against Patrick Ewing and Shaq and Hakeem Olajuwon and David Robinson, right, and Alonzo Mourning, and let's add Ben Wallace in there and Mount Mutombo, if he had to play against all those guys regularly, do you think he's still doing what he does? Yes or no?
It's more to you.
No,
okay,
no. Is he
no.
still doing what he does?
It's more to it.
No, it's not.
However, yes, it is because he will put them in foul trouble the way he's playing.
What?
They will be in foul trouble.
Oh, I thought you didn't hear him. Okay, my bad. Go ahead. You're being funny.
He would put them in foul trouble because he would have to bring them out from, protecting the paint, and then he's still gonna get everybody else involved with the rock. I mean, he's still gonna average what he's averaged if he plays against him. Bruce, he's still gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna just sit up here and just.
Edward. Okay, you got it, man. All right.
I'm just saying, like, no, he's not gonna. I'm just saying for real though. I mean, like they gonna be in foul trouble the way that how he's been playing today's game. He's gonna be there.
Edward, you've hooped before, right? You've hooped before.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
I did. I got a good lefty. You know, I'm left-handed, man. We're very special.
No doubt.
Trash.
I'm a lefty as well, but not the point.
Trash. He never was out there on the court with us. No, he wasn't.
All right, but
don't get the line.
Hey, man, you was never at North Fraser, man. You was out there on the base, bro. We was at North Fraser.
All right, but listen. Here, the reason I asked you if you hooped before, right? So when you play ball, you know that if you don't defend, you have more energy on offense, right? But if your matchup makes you defend, isn't it harder to get off on offense because you're using more energy on defense? I mean, that's yes or no.
Okay, that's a yes or no. But let me ask you this then.
No. You didn't answer.
I didn't answer that question. I said I answered the question, bro.
No, you didn't.
Like you answered. Yes, I did.
So let me hear it again. Is it harder to get off on offense if you have to spend more energy on defense?
Getting off on offense sounds mad crazy, but yeah.
Okay. Carry on.
Okay, it's true, but Bruce, let me ask you this then. And this is a yes or no question.
Sure.
Is skills part of defense? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, then that's on defense.
Yeah, but getting a lot of steals
No.
Steals is part of defense, absolutely, just like rebounding is. But getting a lot of steals doesn't make you a defender, right? Playing passing lanes doesn't make you, because and I know Jokic is not ripping anybody. You know that.
He's not ripping anybody, Bruce. He was like in the top 5 of steals. What are you talking about?
Transformer, talk to your brother, man, please.
This is y'all conversation. Don't throw me in here.
See, I'm saying maybe he'd be more receptive to hearing you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good over here. I'm like John Morant in the West. I'm good over here.
Okay. All right.
I'm good over here. But no, man.
I
hear what both of you. I hear what both of you guys are saying. I'll be truthfully honest. I hear what both of you guys are saying. I side with both of you because I do believe that what Jokic's doing right now is special. What he's doing right now is incredibly special. Granted, he doesn't play defense, but honestly, in today's league, who really is? Nobody really isn't. Really is playing defense like that. And I can also say that if you put Jokic in the blender with the Ewings, the David Robinsons, he's getting bodied. Why? Because we've seen Jokic crumble under Dwight Howard past his prime, right? We've seen him crumble under true bigs, true centers. So two things can be true. I do believe Jokic would be a 4. He wouldn't even be a 5. If Jokic had to play back then, the story for Jokic would be different. He wouldn't be playing a 5. He'll be playing a 4, right? Because he's not big enough to handle the Shaqs, the David Robinson, the constant impacts. He would have to do what he's doing at the point forward position, not the point center position.
Do you think coaches back then would allow that?
No.
I didn't think so either.
Okay, look here, man. Okay, we got to stop living in the yesteryears. We got to live in today's now.
No, I'm with you on that part. I'm with you on that part, Sean.
We both just said that what Jokic is doing is incredible. We both agreed to that.
But the problem is why you over here trying to see it, but I can't put him there with the Alonzo Mourning.
Because that's what everyone is doing. Everyone is talking about, oh, he's an all-time great center. He's doing this, he's doing that. And so now they're putting him, because of the numbers he's putting up, they're putting him in the historical discussions. So now you can't have it both ways.
And that's a problem?
Yes, because you can't have it both ways. Listen, Edward, you can't want to put somebody in historical discussion, but then at the same time say, oh, you can't compare them to back then. We got to stop living in the 90s. Which one is it? Keep him here or don't put him in the all-time discussion, right?
Hmm.
It's cool
Okay,
if you
then.
want to say keep him here. That's fine, because we both just acknowledge what he's doing. Let me say this, Edward. Hear me clearly. Jokic is hands down, without question, easily, by far, the best big man playing basketball right now. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes,
Easily,
sir.
hands down, without question, the best big man playing basketball right now. You hear me, right?
Yes, sir. I hear you
Okay,
loud and clear
good.
now. I mean, hey,
So I have
yeah,
no
'cause,
problem acknowledging that. But when you start trying to tell me,
here goes the butt. Here goes
yes,
the butt.
There's always a but. Pause.
because you're because you're not okay with the fact that I'm just acknowledging that and leaving it there. See, you want him to be able to be put into historical discussions, but you don't want the real historical comparisons.
Uh-oh.
I'm
That's the
sorry,
problem.
Bruce.
Is that
I was
illusion?
not Bruce.
No, he said
Bruce, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not at your wax museum when it comes to centers, bro. And
that's fine.
all the, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
I'm cold, bro.
Edward, that's cool. So just say, yo, I want to keep him in the current era, and I don't want him discussed with the all-time greats. Just say that. Go ahead, say that. Say that. Say
I
that.
think that's where it should be.
Say that.
Bruce, 2 + 2 = 4. No matter how you
No,
slice
no,
and dice
no,
it.
no.
Yes,
You want it?
yes,
No,
it
listen here, Kevin Samuels. All right, God bless the dead. No, you want to have it both ways, and you can't, right? See, you those people that used to call in KS's show. You can't have it both ways. Can't make this up, people. Can't make this up, people.
Bruce, you having it both ways. You over here talking about you
I'm
can't.
not.
He's an all-time great center, but
No.
then you want to say, but you can't
No.
put him with.
No, I didn't say he's an all-time great center. I said he's dominating today. He's clearly, far and away, hands down, the best center today. That's what I said.
So
He's
okay,
not.
so
He's not
what-
all great. He's not an all-time
So-
great
so-
center to me.
So he can't be put in the wax museum with all the other centers. If he win another chip and another Finals MVP and get another MVP.
It's gonna. So
No. Here you go, man.
No. I'm trying to figure out how I could word this. No, it's not goalposts. His accomplishments get him there, but for me as a player, he's not with those guys. If you see what I'm saying. And I've given you my reasons why he's not with those guys to me, but his accomplishments will put him there. See what I'm saying?
Man, is this a brother thing?
What you talking about, brother thing?
Man, you know what I'm talking about because you name a lot of brothers that were
not
centers.
at all. No.
Oh, I had to think about it.
Edward, you know me, man. I don't care nothing about
I know,
that.
man. I'm just busting your chops.
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
man.
That's not me. I don't care anything
Yeah,
about
I know
that.
that.
Because I think Bill Walton was freaking amazing. It's just that
Hey,
injuries got him.
bad knees, and he had bad knees, and his
bad
had foot
feet.
issues.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Bill
bad
Walton
feet.
was incredible though. But yeah,
yeah.
So that's my thing.
What
man.
year was all this, Bruce? What, 1965, 1970?
No, man, no.
Oh, okay.
Bill Walton won the NBA championship in '77.
Man, I wasn't even thought of, but hey, man, you be cool and you be you. You know what I mean?
You be you.
Too, brother. You too,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Water.
Water.
Yo, Edward's crazy. Steve, man, go ahead, give us a call. I know you want to call in, man, and give your thoughts on Jokic while we watch the Celtics try to hold off these Knicks, because you know they're going to be pushing to, try and
Close this gap. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the last thing Celtics need. Steve, what's going on, man?
Not much, fellas. What up, Bruce? What up, Twizzler? Doctor.
Hey, Twizzy.
The doctor.
Dr. Twizzler.
Hey, man, get that calf right, brother.
Oh shit, bro, dude, I'm bad, man. I can't walk on it. It popped on me today at the gym. I was going to the bucket. I pumped it back like my old self, like I was gonna yam. I'm just kidding, but I did. I was going to the bucket, man, and it just popped. I went down pretty hard, dude. It's now I blew my hamstring out one time in the past. So you're right. Like all that coloring on my Caucasian self is gonna surface. But I think it's too soon. I don't see any coloration, but dude, I can't even walk on it. I'd call off work tonight. I can't walk.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was rough, man. But what the hell are we talking about?
Jokic.
Oh, Jokic. Yeah.
Listen, Bruce, I think your competition comparison is fair. Do I think Jokic would be getting off like this in the 90s against that type of competition? I would say no, but you also have to consider, and it's not his fault. We're also talking about an era where it's like you played two bigs. That's when you had a true power forward and a true center at that time.
Right.
So there's a lot of context there where it's like a lot of defensive stats and a lot of the centers had help side, paint and post side help. Like
that's true.
There was a lot of things that kind of funneled. You could funnel things to the center to be, that anchor of the defense, where now it's just more free flowing. It's nothing against the guys in the 90s. It's nothing against Jokic. It's just the games and the eras and they play in.
Yeah.
I don't think Jokic would be a center in the 90s. I think he would be a 4.
Definitely be a 4.
7'1"?
He's not no 7'1".
No, he's like 6'10".
Jokic?
Yeah.
Jokic is like 6'11", maybe 7 foot.
Let me see.
I don't think Jokic is that tall.
He's not over 7 foot.
Okay.
You're talking Shaq height. Shaq was like 7'2", 7'1", 7'2".
Yeah.
He's probably like 6'11", 7 foot.
6'11". They got him listed at 6'11".
Was that basketball?
He's listed at 6'11". Now,
Yes,
you got to take that with a grain of salt, too. We don't know if that's 100% accurate. KD says he's 6'9". It's like, come on, bro.
Well, but we know why that is. KD says that because at 7 feet, people would be pushing him to play center, and he wants no parts of that. That's all.
Right.
None of that. None of that.
He's just way too skilled, man. His skill set, there's no way you can just limit him to a post position. But my point is if he did play in the 90s and early 2000 eras where you did have a true center, true forward, where you could afford to play two guys 6'10" plus, like that was common. I think Jokic would naturally be a 4 in that era because of his skill set. The centers then were definitely more post skilled compared to what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
But I think if you just threw Jokic in that era with his ability to pass and stretch it, because pause again, but like he can step out and shoot 40% from the 3-point line, man. Like that is impressive for a guy of his size.
Yeah.
And a lot of those guys would have to come out. Like
they wouldn't.
I think Edward made a good point where it's like if you drew some of those forwards and centers out that had to guard him at the 3-point line, he could get people in foul trouble.
Steve, you're forgetting
and
one
he would
thing,
open things up for passing lanes.
You're forgetting one
go
thing,
ahead. I don't
Steve.
mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. While that makes a lot of sense, and I don't disagree, you're forgetting the fact that coaches wouldn't have him out there shooting threes back then. That's the difference.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. That's a good point.
He might get one now and again, but
yeah, definitely not at the volume in today's game.
Correct.
So he is definitely a product of today's game. And when you like individually this is where I think I don't disagree with you, but I think it's slightly disingenuous to just say Jokic versus Robinson, Jokic versus Hakeem, like in these one-on-one matchups. Jokic isn't a one-on-one player. But when you watch him play, he's just not a one-on-one guy. And I don't even like. I don't think. I know technically he's listed as a center, but when you watch him, it's hard to put him in a box. Yeah. And my comparison would be is like he's not a traditional center the way we think of. I know he's technically a center, but it's like when you watch him, he's not just a center. It's hard. It's almost like today's point guards. Like these guys are now slashing.
Exactly where I was going to go with that.
Jay is not a traditional point guard.
No, I get
De'Aaron
that.
Fox is not a traditional point guard. Russ Westbrook isn't a traditional point guard. We can go on and on with these guards now. Like your traditional point guard back in the day was like 6'1", 6'2", and actually orchestrated an offense and like got other people involved.
Right.
Today's point guard is not the point guards we're used to either.
Right.
Today's point guards are like 6'5" plus that can bounce. Like that's not that's something. It's just the game has changed. He is a product of today's game. Oh shit! Walking to the couch, son of a bitch.
Take care of yourself,
bro. I can't go heel to toe. That's how I know it's. Well, that's where I felt that pop. I can't go heel to toe. I gotta like stumble on my heel.
Yeah, man. You might want to at some point here get to the urgent care.
Dude, that's what my workplace said. I said, y'all Never mind, I can't say that word. I said,
Yeah,
y'all are
please don't.
crazy. I ain't
No.
going to no doctor.
No,
I got
you
I got like a 10+ year streak, bro. I'm not breaking it for this.
listen, if you feel like you tore something in your freaking leg, you need to go get an MRI and get that examined, bro. Get some streak. Hell no, you need to go get that checked out.
It'll heal.
Okay.
It'll heal. It's muscle. It'll heal. Hey, I'm telling you right now, back in the day,
I was about to say, you're not 21 anymore, Steve.
I know, and that's probably where I'm going to say, because probably around 21, 22, I was playing in a slow pitch softball league, dude. And I cranked one over center, and I rounded first base, and my whole hamstring just came off the bone.
Yeah, see,
it was bad.
That sounds like agony. Nope.
Oh, dude, I thought I got shot. I crawled back to first base, and the guy who's coaching first base was screaming at me. He said, "Get your ass up and run." I said, "I got shot." He said, "Nobody shot you." I said, "I don't know what happened."
Right.
It started swelling up immediately, dude. Like, you didn't see all the coloring, but like, man, it was swelled up and shit.
When you pop something like that, because it rolls up under the skin, it's like a lump.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of what it feels like right now. It's not like a third heartbeat going on. I got propped up on some pillows, but it's got
it
a
sounds
heartbeat
like
right
you
now.
you need to go get it looked at. You just being hard-headed. Okay.
I mean,
yes.
Technically, you're probably right, but I'm
technically probably right. That's crazy work.
You're technically probably right, but no. Anyway, the more important thing is I'm on the couch. I'm not done bitching. I shouldn't have let that out. That was weak. But I just want to say, and the other thing I wanted to push back on is when you say Dwight Howard just dominated Jokic in that Western Conference Finals years ago against LA. I feel like that's disingenuous too. I put it in the chat. We can't sit here and pretend that Dwight Howard's old ass just worked Jokic like it wasn't three capable 7-footers that they were throwing at him when literally that was all Denver had.
No, what I was referencing.
I know JaVale McGee's like famous for the Shaq and a Fool stuff, but like JaVale had some capable years.
Athletic. Yeah, he was a very athletic.
Hell of a defender.
Yeah,
hell of a defender.
He was.
So when you're throwing AD playing the 4, and then you have Howard and McGee, that's 3 7-footers at a time, 2 on the floor together going against Jokic. Like, that's difficult. I don't care how great somebody is. If you got 2 7-footers to throw at somebody, that's going to be difficult on anyone. So to say like Dwight Howard just shut him down like it's just a one-on-one thing.
No. That's not what I was referencing, Steve. I'm saying we saw what happened when he came into contact with true type bigs, right? So to say that he had 2 7-footers, right? Think of, okay, now you got to play against a real 7-footer in their prime for the same amount of minutes. The minutes are still the same. Like, granted, he's bounced against 2, but Dwight Howard's way past his prime, so he's not going to give you 38 minutes. JaVale McGee is not a 30-minute type of guy. So if you put him in a game with a true dominant center in their prime, in that same situation, the same thing is going to happen. Jokic doesn't like to get physical. So if you go into the era where the bigs were primarily physical, that's what's going to cause a lot of problems with Jokic. He doesn't like to get touched.
On that front, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. I didn't mean like he was getting dominated. No.
But you have to think, when you got Dwight Howard facing you up and you got Anthony Davis help side, another all defensive type guy to help, like those centers that are guarding him have a lot of help alongside too. There's some context here. I feel like, yes, I agree. He's not the most physically skilled. Like when it comes to a physical pound for pound match on the block, that's not really his game. I don't think he can shot. But we've seen it with Anthony Davis before. We've seen it with Zubik. We've seen it with other bigs. Now, the quality of those guys versus the 90s, that I can see. Like, it's not
exactly right.
Those guys in the 90s, it would not. But I mean, it's not like he won't go and back guys down and embrace contact. My whole point is with that Lakers series is like, you have 3 viable 7-foot bodies to throw at one guy.
Right.
That's a huge benefit for a team.
Okay, but to the point that we're trying to make here, or at least me, as we referenced back in the 90s, where you had a 6'10" power forward, a 7-foot center, and you probably had another 6'10" guy or a 6'11" guy coming off the bench, it would be the similar thing. Like, okay, let's say if he had to play against the Pacers, right? The Pacers back in the day. Rick Smits at 7'4", right? And maybe he gets off against Rick Smits. He was more of a finesse guy, not the best defender. But let's say Rick Smits at 7'4", and then he's got to deal with the Davis brothers, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you also have to think, if you throw Jokic in that era, he's going to have another big with him. And one of those guys is going to have to guard that big man. So it's not like you can just throw two big guys at one big guy because Denver don't play too big.
No.
Now that maybe that's a coaching matchup thing, like that, but that's kind of out of his control with that as well. But it's like in that Lakers series, like they're not rolling out two bigs. It was Jokic surrounded by guys at the time. I think it was like Gary Harris. I think Murray was on that team. Murray might have been hurt for that series. I can't remember. He might have had his knee injury right before that or during that. Can't remember exactly. But it wasn't that Jokic had another big with him. If he's in that 90s era, let's say he plays the 5 or the 4, he's going to have another big with him, which is going to take up another big defensive body, if that makes sense. So you're not just going to have two guys able to kind of like hone in on Jokic like we saw in that series where it was 3 guys rotate.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we can go. I mean, I feel like we're saying the same thing, though. I don't disagree in the 90s. Do I think he's going to average what's he's doing now? Of course not. I don't think that.
Right. And that's just my thing because, the powers that be are so anxious to place him among, these all-time. I heard Cowherd saying that he's the second best center he's ever seen after Kareem. I'm like, what?
Oh, I can't.
Huh?
Like Shaq didn't exist. What the fuck is that?
Like Dream
I think he's in the top 8 to 10 discussion, but he's not the second best center we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I would hope you could. I know you probably wouldn't, Bruce, but eventually maybe you'll get to the point where it's like, okay, he's probably a top 10 center.
I think you probably
he's definitely
can
in the
argue
conversation.
He's got 3 MVPs, right?
Yeah.
3 MVPs.
3 MVPs, a championship,
1
a finals
title.
MVP. You might be able to argue he's top 10 now. I didn't want to, but you probably could make that argument.
Yeah, I wouldn't press that on you. I personally would. I know how you are.
Well, based on what he's done, it's hard to, you know what I mean?
I know how you be hating.
Yeah. 3 MVPs and a title, triple double. Yeah, I mean, you could arguably put him in top 10 of all time. But my end all be all with it is that when we say things like the game has changed, Woo has changed, style of play has changed. The category you put certain players in should change as well.
Agreed.
Right? Because we can't sit here and be because that's disingenuous to both sides. Because now we're like the Shaqs, the Kareems, those guys played a certain way. The Jokic types wouldn't have been able to play back then. But in today's NBA, if David Robinson gets drafted, he's not playing at all.
In
today's game.
I think
in today's game,
athletic. I think he would.
Yeah.
I think
negative. David Robinson can't shoot. He can't shoot.
He wouldn't be as
David
coveted.
Robinson can shoot. Yes, he can.
He's not pulling out at 3-point line.
David Robinson grew up a point guard. He was
mid-range. Shoot threes. Shoot threes.
Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean he couldn't do it.
Bruce,
it's like
hold on.
Here's what
don't let me finish what the hell I gotta say. Just interrupt me because you think David Robinson can shoot fucking threes. He's not shooting threes in the NBA.
Okay,
he's not. Bruce, stop it.
Okay,
stop it. He's athletic. That's cool. He's not shooting threes.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, Twizzler. I'm not trying to cut you off. I think, but could you at least concede David Robinson could definitely be a more modern like KG, step out, pick and pop type?
Yes, he could be a pick and pop
shooter, but like. David Robinson had the skill to pick and pop and maybe not shoot threes the way we see it today, but like he was skilled enough to like step out the free throw line and a few feet back and be consistent.
Exactly, but he wouldn't be the Hall of Famer he is now. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't in today's game because Bruce, listen to what I'm saying. You're not even listening. You, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Shut up. David Robinson. The style he played at, that doesn't trend to today's game. Today's coaches and the style of play aren't playing that way. So David Robinson wouldn't be the Hall of Famer that he is. I think we lost him.
No, I'm there.
Oh, you turned your camera off or something?
No, I hit the wrong button. My bad.
Oh, okay.
But it wouldn't be the same type of player because he wouldn't be allowed that type of play. It's not inside out no more. The KG types really don't truly exist that much in the modern NBA. They're all asked to go 25 feet, go out there, work your way in. David ain't catching on the 10-foot, 15 block. Guess what? Because that's the way today's game's not played. We're taking David Robinson as a whole and placing him right here. No, we have to also switch his mentality and switch the coaching styles that the way today's game is ran. Because if you look at Zach Edey was a 2-time back-to-back player of the year in college.
Mm-hmm.
No way he's not coming to NBA and dominating because they're not treating him the same way. You know what I mean? It's not inside out. Like, man, we don't need you to be that. Ja Morant's our guy. You know what I mean? Like, Zach Edey's never gonna be in that upper echelon of top 5 bigs. I mean, not all time, but top 5 bigs in the current league because of that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I believe we should definitely cut it to where this era ends here. Jokic is the best we've seen at center with today's type of NBA.
Yeah,
that's my end all.
I would agree. Yeah, with that. And Bruce, I'm not trying to speak for you, Twizzler, but like what I think he's saying, he's not saying David Robinson isn't a Hall of Fame player. It's the way the style is now. What big man is going to get the touches, and how is offense going to play if you just transformed or transferred from then and just placed them in today's game and style? I would agree. I would feed them the ball, but the way the game is, I don't know if we're seeing big guys get drafted way later. And the only big guys we're seeing get drafted high are like a guy like Wemby who has the touch and skill to shoot from outside.
Correct.
It's not that they're not to that ability and they're not all-time legend grades. It's just like Twizzler's saying, it's the way this modern game is, they would not get the looks, they would not get the touches, despite how great they were. It's nothing against their skill. It's just the way the game is now. Nobody wants to feed a guy inside 20, 25 times anymore and let him get his look.
So I understand what y'all are saying, but I think you're forgetting D-Rob wasn't just your traditional go down there, post up, back to the back. Yeah, he played that way a good amount of time, but D-Rob spent a lot of time in the mid post, high post. He spent a lot of time playing in the same positions Anthony Davis plays in. D-Rob could do everything Anthony Davis could do, and he could do it better. D-Rob would dominate today on both sides of the ball.
AD also goes out to the 3-point line.
But see, again, what we're doing here is conflating because we didn't see that stuff. We don't believe they could do it. For instance, you hear Robert Horry has said it. Sam Cassell said it. I'm switching to Dream right now because I'm just referencing. Kenny Smith has said it. All them guys that tell you that Dream
in practice
3. But guess what though? During the game,
practice, Shaq could hit threes in practice. Bruce, that don't mean he would have been great in the game.
Comparison, but the reason I say that D-Rob is able to shoot the threes, and the reason he played the way he played is because when he entered the Naval Academy, he was a 6'3" freshman. He was a point guard, so he has all those skills, which is why we saw when he grew, he didn't lose the skill set to be able to handle the ball and pass in the open court and do all those things, that he was elitely athletic and could move even as a big. That's why I say, and then of course, what do they always talk about in the modern game? The ability to switch to pick and roll and get out and do all that stuff. D-Rob's level athleticism would allow him to do that and dream and still get back and defend the rim, because we saw it. Yeah. Those guys were ahead of their time. That's why I'm like, them dudes would destroy the modern NBA.
I would definitely agree. If you took some of the forwards and stuff from the 90s in a handful of the centers, yes, I think they have the skill set. Like you said, we just didn't see it in their style of play.
Correct.
But could they adjust to today's style of game and still be effective? Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. That's a good point.
But we're forgetting major pieces, the mentality and the way these guys are brought up through these schools from high school to college to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That has to come with it. We can't just take David Robinson, already drafted from the Spurs, and put him here. We can't do that. That's what you're doing, Bruce. You can't do that. That's what you're doing.
Wait, why can't I do that?
Because
explain to me why I
it
can't
wouldn't
do
make sense. Because David Robinson had to come up when he got his height and play a certain way.
Yeah.
That would change in today's game. Man, probably wouldn't even get looked at in the draft.
So the only reason, again, keeping it to David Robinson, his elite athleticism and his ability to defend the rim and defend the perimeter, I think he would get drafted high in the modern game. I do.
I would say, yeah. I would say he'd probably be looked at as like a Mobley. Would he be the consensus number one? No. But do I think he'd be a top five? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean? And I agree with you. I think we're all like, I agree with both of you. You guys are both making good points.
We're flirting around the same thing. When it comes to Jokic,
that's what I mean. I feel like we're agreeing on things, but it's like the semantics of how I would agree where it's like, yeah, it'd be more difficult for David Robinson not having the upbringing, like the AAU, the way these high schools now, the way the game's played, like that does have a factor in how Robinson would translate into today's game. Like without that upbringing and conditioning, if you will, I do think there would be a transition. But I also feel like David Robinson is one of the special athletes that would be able to eventually adjust to today's game. Do I think it would be just like he come out as a rookie and do that? No. But do I think after 2-3 years, Robinson has the ability and the skill set to transition to a more modern role? If you were to transfer him from the 90s to today.
Great point, Laker Nation. I hear you. That's actually that's a very fair point. You're trying to tell Laker Nation says you're trying to tell me Zion got drafted, but David Robinson number one, but David Robinson wouldn't get drafted. WTF?
Yeah, because David Robinson isn't windmilling from the fucking free throw line, Laker Nation.
Right. I was gonna say
Zion got picked up because his highlight reels.
Right. I was just gonna say, like, I agree, like pound for pound, person for person. Yeah, we're all taking David Robinson over Zion.
But
you also have to factor in like the hype Zion got and all the highlight and the things that appease to today's game. Zion checked all those boxes. You know what I mean? Like media had a lot of influence in that. Now I know David Robinson got a lot of media.
Time. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, that's why you can't trust mainstream media. They're I was saying, now I know maybe not, it doesn't look as good, but as far as like comparing the two, I was very pro Jaw. I was the one saying, man, I don't know if I would just take Zion. When I saw the health stuff, the weight stuff, I was like, man, maybe Jaw would probably be a better pick before Zion in that draft. But I know I was in the minority because once you saw the highlights, everybody was just, you got Jay-Z and Beyonce coming to your college games. That changes things.
Right.
Yeah.
For some reason, that matters to young
was real.
I don't know why, but. But yeah, I just want to push a little bit back on some of the Jokic stuff where I would agree with a lot of things, Bruce. I just feel like semantically, like the Lakers series, I think it's just disingenuous to say Dwight Howard just schooled him for like. No, that's fair. I think it was like I think it was more than just Dwight. They had a system in place. And Vogel liked big, so he was rotating 3 guys on him. That's tough. That's a tough look for someone like Jokic.
And we traded it all away.
And also, I just like to say, like, I don't think Jokic is a center. I think in today's game, he has to be a center. Like, technically, he is. Okay. But I don't think in the 90s he would be a center. Well, just like these guys who are playing point guard today, they would not be point guards in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Jokic would definitely be, they'll definitely push him to 4. If not, he's not even playing.
He would what?
Back then. No, I said Jokic. Like, you're definitely not, you're definitely putting him at the 4. If not, he's not even playing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. He would. I just think the way he plays, he would be a 4 in that, because he's not the defender. He's not the anchor of a defense. And like everybody had to get a 7-footer to be the anchor of the defense, the rim protector. Like that. That was the mold then. Jokic would definitely be a 4.
Yeah.
Just similar. Like I'm not calling him Duncan, but it's like once the Spurs drafted Duncan, Like, that's the role Jokic would have played alongside a center in the 9.
David
He
Robinson.
would have been the 4. And Robinson being the 5, obviously, with Duncan. But it's like that would be more of the mold. I would probably put Jokic in that 4 category if we're talking 90s.
Yeah.
But
absolutely. I like that.
Anyway, I don't want to prattle on too much. I probably took up too much of your guys' time. I want y'all to watch the game.
Oh,
But,
no, you're not stopping that. But I love the conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was going to say, if we want to turn this into Kevin Samuels, I can stay longer.
No.
We're not doing that.
No.
Oh, my God.
No,
Oh my God. My God.
Oh, shit.
that was bad. Yeah.
All right, fellas. I'm going to hop off
right,
here.
man.
I'll be in the
bro.
chat.
All
All right, brother.
Oh my God.
Terrible.
How many is that? I lost count. I think I lost count. Let me see.
A lot.
But the thing about it, the Knicks can't capitalize on offense. If they would have been able to start capitalizing on some of these buckets and make this a single possession game, it'll be a lot more nip and tuck than what it is now. They've attempted 33 so far, so that's not too bad.
No, it's not.
It's a whole lot less than 60. I give you that much.
Yeah, they calmed down. It's still too many for me. Still too many.
Go Pritchard. Pritchard gonna air that boy. Pritchard's going.
You know it.
Hey, Pritchard, man, heater. I'm always open.
Yes, he is. He does not play.
Obviously, chat, man, the Knicks didn't hear me in my conversation when I said get Cat involved. I believe Cat has 2 points in this entire half. I'm going to have to fact check myself on that 2 points, but
airball. What I think part of that has to be, though, Cat has to get in position and demand the basketball, too.
Ooh, okay, I am behind you. Let me go ahead. Go ahead and rewind this a little bit. Fast forward. Wrong word. All right. 14-point game. Boston up 14. 7 minutes left. Still a lot of time left. Definitely a lot of time, but the Knicks need to start getting some baskets, be a little bit more consistent. We know Boston wants to shoot threes.
You
so
don't
there's
say.
going to be an opportunity there.
There sure is.
I like Mikal Bridges is really amping it up this quarter. He has been.
You know, he's never missed a game since I think his junior year in high school.
That's incredible.
Incredible.
Talk about Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Wait, no, I thought he broke that streak last year.
You sure?
Did he break it? I think he
thought I heard somebody
one
say
game
that.
or something like that.
Let me see. I thought I heard one of these commentators say that he hasn't missed a game since his junior year in high school. I could be wrong.
No, I think he broke the streak last year. Don't get me wrong. You might be right. Nothing up like being up 14 and not trying to get to the line. Just shoot a lazy 3-pointer. Go Celtics.
He has not missed a regular season or playoff game in his NBA career, which began in 2018. He has played 475 games as the latest data, holding the longest active consecutive games played streak.
That is amazing.
Oh, so what happened? There was a unique situation on February 9, 2023, when Bridges was traded from the Phoenix Suns to the Brooklyn Nets in the Kevin Durant deal. The deal was finalized too late for him to play in the Nets game against Chicago that night, and he was listed as inactive, trade pending. The NBA ruled that this did not count as a missed game since he was not eligible to play, preserving his streak, which reached 367 games by that following Monday.
Got it. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was something. I'm like, it was like a year ago or something like that. I'm like, he missed a game, but so they didn't count it. That's dope. That's good. Because it's not like his fault. Like, I'm not hurt. Like, I want to play, but I can't. I'm being forced to sit down.
Yeah. Outside of this trade-related technicality and preseason absence, Bridges has never missed a game in the NBA, college, 116 games at Villanova, or high school, except for 2 games in his junior year due to illness. It can be done.
Iron Man.
It can be done.
Like, God, Lee.
Yeah, that's fire.
Take a break.
Man, like, nah, bro. Nah, bro, I gotta play.
I'm getting paid to get out there and play. I'm making a lot of money.
Hey, you like it, I love it.
I love it.
You like it, I love it.
Nah, he got a long way to go to catch AC Green, Woodage. He's got a long way. AC Green, what do you have, like 11 or 1,200 straight games?
Yeah, he's in the thousands, yeah.
Yeah, so
like AC Green is like in the thousands.
Yeah, nah, he's got a long way to go, Woodage.
Yeah, he needs like 8, 9 more seasons for that.
Yeah. Woodage, man, for all this, that's why I don't believe all this talk about today's athletes being so superior, because they have all the sports medicine,
1192
science, all that. Oh, 1192. There you go.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they're not nearly as durable as dudes were back in the day. Like, I can't understand. Kevin McHale played an entire playoff run on a broken foot. How you do that? How do you do that? The guys today, they're not built the same.
I agree, but I will say today's guys do a lot more jumping and leaping and a lot of more foot movement.
Okay,
right, to cause more injury. If you look at old school games, right, it was real cut and dry, up, down, up, down, up, down. There was no real left to right, dribble. I'm trying to put it between my legs. I'm trying to jump out of the box. Like, a lot of these guys are so athletic, but it comes with a cost. Too much pounding, too much jumping, too much leaping, and too much of your ligaments trying to go left, right, up, down, you're fine. Up, down, you're fine. And that's more of back in the day, everything was more up, down. Today's game, everything's left, right. If you look at the half court set and the way that these guys run basketball. So I think that has a lot more to do with it. But I do like your point. We get that, like, these guys are, you supposed to be more athletic, but you're always hurt. But I think, like, when you're more athletic, that comes at a cost, especially when you don't have the size. Like, everybody's not LeBron James. LeBron James was 240 and he was just a freak athlete, right? These guys are like 190, like 200, but the same freaking height, trying to do the same exact thing. The ligament, like, your ligaments and your muscles are not going to keep up with how they're athletically moving around these days. That's my opinion.
I hear a lot of what you're saying, and I think there's validity to that as well. The only thing I'll say, like, especially specifically in the case of Kevin McHale, as we were just discussing him, when you look at him, like, you just go back and watch how he played, there's a lot of lateral movements and a lot of jumping, because he was in the front court. He was a big time rebounder, big time post player with a lot of, step throughs, up and unders, fakes, jump, all these different things, right? So I get what you're saying, but even if you watch his game wasn't really like that, what you're saying, in terms of just, straight back and forth.
Yeah. But now you're talking one player out of the NBA expects that out of all these guys. Right? Like, all these guys, you get drafted, all y'all need to be doing the same thing. I think he was trying to draw a foul. Talking about Brunson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to draw a foul. That's the thing about, like, it's so much foul hunting. Folks are just like, they're not getting good quality shots off. Right? Like, honestly, that should have been a good shot. But you're so busy hunting for the foul that when you're doing that, you're altering the angle of your own shot.
So let me ask you this.
Follow through.
True. Let me ask you this, Transformer. Back in the day, right?
That should have been a shot clock violation.
We know how physical the game was back in the day, and how dudes was constantly landing on the hardwood, and they'd just get up and continue to play, right?
That's versus impact versus ligament.
I know. I'm speaking specifically to the impact.
Okay.
I got touched on the ligament piece, no argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the impact piece now, when dudes hit the floor, they always look like, to Steve's point, they always look like they got shot. And I don't know how much of that is trying to, bait the
Sell it.
call,
It's
or
definitely baiting the call.
but a lot of dudes like really get hurt when they hit the floor. They bruise a hip or they bruise this or hurt that.
Yeah,
And I'm like, dudes in the past was getting taken out the air, like, you know what I'm saying?
Clothesline from hell,
Yeah, they get-
JBL type stuff.
right, exactly. You know, right. But
Like, yo, is that legal?
Yeah, he gets
It's
hit,
not legal.
and they might be down for a minute. They shake it off, get back up, and go shoot the free throws. It's just
Yeah.
now.
But
I don't know if that's a function of because they were doing more like weight training, their bodies were able to absorb more of those type of things. I don't know.
No. This is more today's game. You have to be an actor. You have to be a great actor. Why? Because you're hunting for the flagrants. You want a flagrant call. You want it reviewed. You want that extra break. You in sense get a half timeout. If you look at it, these guys are because if you see the coach, look at the coach when a player does that. Coach is telling folks to come here. Hey, do this. It's almost like a little half timeout. So hey, lay on the ground. But back in the back scene, coach like, all right, man, hey, this is what we're doing. We making this type of switch. We're gonna make this adjustment. Because if you look at when those guys get up, a different style of game, 9 times out of 10 is being played after that. You're like, oh man, they switched it up to a 2-3 defense. When did that start happening? When Brunson was laying on the freaking ground all that time.
Right.
Got up, played like nothing happened. Like, he kept on playing, but it was at halftime out, looking for the call. So it's a lot of looking for the call, and you're trying to sell it to make a point to the refs. It's a lot of acting, man. These guys aren't hurt when they do that. I can tell when they hurt, when they get up and they can't move. When they get up and they just keep walking, I'm like, okay, yeah, they just trying to sell it. But if you get up and you limping and you waving at the coach like, hey, come get me, that's when you're really hurt. But other than that, these folks are literally just acting, trying to sell the call.
Stop with the
and
threes.
Get to the free throw line.
They're gonna mess around and lose this damn game again because of these threes.
86-81.
Gotta
Here
stop.
we go. Mikal Bridges knocked down that 3. This would have been a very, very close ball game. What's going on, Jay? Something happened to Tatum?
Nah. So, side note, right? Everybody's talking about how great the Knicks played the other night, and don't get me wrong, they definitely did their thing. But
how great they closed it. I would say
right. You have a team that misses 45 threes and you barely won. Now, a win is a win.
Winner's a win.
But like, you also got to know, like, damn, we you scraped away. We got that one. We scraped away with
from the Knicks. I definitely don't want to look at it like that.
Okay.
I look at it like we went in there. At the end of the day, we stole one.
Right.
No matter how we got it, we stole it.
So they're not looking at the very least. Forget the players. Players can be, irrationally confident. The coaching staff is not looking and saying like, damn, they let us off the hook with that. The coaching staff isn't honestly saying that.
Who in the coaching staff? You talking about the guy who's in charge of the injuries or the iPads?
What up, Bruce?
Hey,
what's going on?
The Celtics are some hey, this is an absolute travesty of the game, embarrassment for the game of basketball, the way the Celtics play basketball. This is a complete eyesore.
I'm gonna let you take care of this, Bruce.
This is absolutely embarrassing.
Sounds like this is for you.
They should be ashamed of their goddamn self. Listen, the Celtics to take reins of that Celtics team. They need some Baltimore toughness on this team. There's too many jumpers being shot with Joe Mazzulla at the helm. This is an absolute travesty to the NBA, and I hope the Celtics lose this series because this is a goddamn eyesore. Nobody want to see this crap. This is absolute a damn atrocity. This is the goddamn joke. All that talent they got, they out here playing goddamn basketball. They playing 50 put out and shit or some shit like that, like doing a goddamn blacktop and shoot around. This is an absolute joke by the Boston Celtics being displayed on national television. I hope they lose. We don't need to see no more of this. The Knicks are way better. They tougher. They got a better mentality. They got the guns to beat the Celtics in the series, man. This is an absolute joke. Yeah, they won. They will win no more championship. They got that one. That's it. They ain't getting no more. Playing like this, no. Unless Champion Cell takes over for Boston. The Boston Celtics will never win another championship because whatever Joe Mazzulla's philosophy is not good. It's ugly. It's an absolute joke with all that talent they got, and they out here shooting goddamn threes like this goddamn shoot around. They planning this shit for a joke. It's kind of seem like they're a little bit arrogant and cocky. This is an absolute travesty, a damn eyesore, an embarrassment. Just like Tim Legler said. I'm going to send you the link. Tim Legler said the same thing I'm saying. This is an absolute joke. I'll holler at y'all, boys.
And then he hung up?
I guess.
Hello?
Oh, no, he's there. Yeah.
I thought he might drop you, Bruce. I thought he might drop you.
I mean, what can I say?
I thought he might drop
You
you.
hear me arguing?
Like, good day.
What can
How
I
you
say?
doing, Transformer?
I'm good, bro.
This is an absolute embarrassment.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to use this shirt. I do not want to see Celtics in the playoffs. This is a joke. It's a damn eyesore.
Mm.
Well, you
Right, Bruce,
about to be mad because
man.
if you were right and it looks like you're gonna be right about Indiana, Celtics gonna beat them too.
Oh,
They'll be back in the finals.
Did I say that?
You did.
You called me stupid. Everybody think I'm the stupid dummy from Baltimore, huh? I don't know what I'm talking about,
Nobody said that.
huh? Okay. Y'all trying to compare me to YD like I ain't got no goddamn shit.
Well, when it comes to a certain person who's no longer playing, I don't know. Y'all too but
Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton showing y'all got you motherfuckers who voted him overrated, who the overrated one is. And I've been told you last year, Indiana, they stay in their lane. They stay in their lane. They do what they got to do. They got a good style of coach. They stay with their philosophy, and they do everything they got. Listen, they went to the East Conference Finals last year. So it's not a joke. It's not a pushover. It's not a joke. It's what's happening in Cleveland right now. But I'm crazy though.
That's an inch. I didn't see this coming. I really didn't. Cleveland clearly has difficulty closing games out. I think they're just used to blowing everybody out.
Can't gloss over Indiana because they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They got experience.
Mm-hmm.
You just gonna gloss over them because they said Hallie was overrated? No. This is an absolute joke. I'll call y'all back, man. I'll hit you later, Bruce.
No doubt, man.
Man, he hit us with a mic drop.
He did.
He's just gonna say his piece.
I mean,
and get out.
Hey, but Transformer, real talk. What could I say, man?
Nothing.
What could I say? There you go.
Nothing.
All right. Listen, you know me. I'm objective, man. If we're not doing what we're supposed to do, I'm gonna say it. Look, what I tell you, these dudes about to blow this day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, score is 86-85. Knicks on a 17-2 run. The Celtics have missed the last 10 field goal attempts. Hopefully that streak breaks because I just said something. Jason Tatum, ISO dribble, gets to the paint, fade away, and now 0 for 7, now 0 for 18. All right.
Okay, I'm just a little behind you. Yo, Jason Tatum is disappointing me during this series, man. And he got it.
Oh, come on, Jay. Come on, JB.
Like we know that he has the ability to make these shots. Oh boy. This guy, man, when he gets tight, this dude
gets going.
Yeah, man.
Knicks have the lead for the first time tonight, 87-86.
Yeah, he's different, man.
And now Boston Celtics looks like they're going strictly ISO ball from here on out.
Run offense, please. Come on. Just run offense.
JB with the ball. Knicks have the ball. We got 1:36 seconds left. Knicks up 1 with the ball. And we know this is Jalen Brunson time.
Oh boy.
Damn, JB. Jay Holiday, you fouling the hell out of hard, ain't it?
If you're gonna go ISO ball, you have to be prepared to rebound.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think they both had a right to the ball right there, but that's a good call, ref. And this is why I said you get it to the fourth quarter where you can put the ball in Jalen Brunson's hands.
Yes.
And you got to get a bucket. That kid knows how to do just that. Oh my gosh, what was that? That's a good rebound. Oh,
Yo, Stephen A. He may be
bucket.
If Knicks win this game tomorrow, he will be
Oh,
in
he's gonna be. Oh boy, he's gonna be. It's gonna be unfathomable what he's gonna be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even gonna be Rick because now Boston's gonna have to. They're gonna try to force a three.
Yo, freaking Brunson.
Baller.
Oh no.
He needs a bucket. He's getting it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't answer it, bro. We got to finish the game.
You know who it is. You know who it is. Hello, Format Podcast.
Bro, don't you love the NBA playoffs, bro?
Oh, it's funny now, huh?
Oh,
It's funny now 'cause
man.
the purple and gold is watching this game just like that. That's funny.
You're
Hey.
low. For some odd reason, you're low, Bruce. I don't know
Hey.
why.
I don't know. Okay, better
There
now.
you go.
Nah, he low for a reason.
Oh, that's funny to you.
All right.
Hey,
Good
hey, you going hey, get your show ready for your Celtics rant like I had mine.
Mhm.
Drew Holiday, this is where you got to turn back into that defensive prowess, defensive
Hey,
stalwart.
Hey,
Yo,
Bruce
I
Lee,
would trap him.
Be, hey,
Like,
Bruce,
why
be
is
more
that-
That's good
Bruce.
defense.
I would be trapping him.
Good defense.
Get the ball the hell out of his hands.
Uh-oh, here we
Hey,
go.
be more Bruce. That was the hardest I heard you cook in ever on that show.
Yo, Laker Nation,
Nah.
man, you got something to say, man? Or you just calling in here to think you're at a comedy show or something?
Hey, I have never seen in any playoffs since I've been alive where all the number 1 and number 2 seeds have been eliminated, and we might see it this year.
We might see it.
Because
Yeah, you might.
we
be
might
right.
see it this year.
How
Hey,
crazy would that be?
this sucked. I'm just telling you, I'm shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Cleveland gonna walk all over Indiana, and
Yeah.
and I see how many guys, none of their main guys is hurt. I was like, damn, I'm about to eat my word.
They lost 3 big pieces.
Man, I was like, I'm about to eat my word with them.
Yeah.
And then now the Celtics are beating themselves, man. If they stop, shooting all these damn threes and fucking play basketball.
They got 24 seconds to figure it out.
Man, they're playing pickup basketball.
Look,
they too damn talented to be playing like this.
All we need to do is escape with this win, man. We can't go down 0-2. Having
not to New York.
It would be rabid.
Boy, you know, Stephen A is he's leading a contingent to walk into that garden to get loud and crazy.
Look, man.
You already saw Steve Ballmer. What he did, he got them Clipper pants out there. Stephen A is leading a whole freaking Black Panther parade coming down Times Square to walk to Madison Square Garden. He's gonna light that thing on fire.
He gonna come in there with his fucking cigar in his mouth and everything.
I won't be shocked if you see him bringing a tiger. Like, it's gonna get crazy. The man gonna be on another level if they win this game, dude.
Hey, but they
he 24 seconds. Okay, Tatum. Nobody wanted to stop the ball. Nobody said. They said don't stop the ball.
Hey, Bruce, cheer up, man.
Wow.
Sure.
Okay. Wow. Now you still gotta stop Brunson. Look,
that's
see,
true.
this is my thing. I don't give a damn who else it is. Why are you not trapping him with Derek White and Drew Holiday? Explain that to me. You got 2 all defensive guys in your starting 5. Matter of fact, 3.
But I mean, with that being said, it's the swing. You don't want to leave the swing open.
I don't care as long as it's not him.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Anybody but him.
Right. Somebody else will have to do it. Yeah.
I gotcha.
If somebody else beats me, cool. But it can't be him.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Because you know that's the guy who they want to make the play.
You know that's who's taking the shot. Yep.
Right. It has to be anybody but him. That's my thing.
God damn it, Juju.
Uh-huh.
I sure enough wanted to say.
And if we did an NBA playoff bracket, mine bust every round off.
Yeah, I mean, I would have lost my Lakers bracket. For sure.
I'm not picking anymore. Every team I pick lose.
Yeah. I had Golden State.
Every team I pick
I
lost.
had Denver.
You're a Laker fan.
I had the Lakers, so that one bust. Everybody had Cleveland. Who else played? I had Boston.
That right there. I'm so shocked in this Cleveland series. Oh my God! You see how? Look at that, yo, Tatum.
Yeah,
Nah, you
was
lose
full
defensive
steam
player of the year.
Horrible with the travel and
You
the
lose.
carry. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
You lose, Bruce.
Here we go.
You lose a defensive player. Your defensive player of the year is out. Your another 20-point scorer is out, and one of your wing defenders is out.
Mm-hmm.
That's your depth right there.
Fuck it, let's get another OT.
Oh shit! If they get Darius Garland back, hopefully soon, that series will change.
Yeah, agree.
They need the defenders. Without having Hunter and Mobley, that's a big loss defensively.
That's huge.
Yeah, they're counting the rip away at the back arm, the left arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looked like a foul to me.
And then they're gonna have, Jimmy's gonna have to go back to 2020 Jimmy if they're gonna get past Minnesota, because without Steph,
but we've seen
how they gonna pull that out.
We've seen occasionally that Jimmy's capable of that. Right? He's shown that this entire playoffs, he can go and get you 25 to 30. It's Buddy Hield that you need to get another 20 to 25 from. He's definitely going to have to be big time and really step up like he's been in these last two games. Come on, JT. Oh,
Brunson knocked those down calmly.
And just like I told Bruce, man, I ran out of defenses for Jason Tatum. Man.
Yeah.
I be trying to defend that dude. I don't know why.
Oh my God.
You
seen it? Okay. All right, man. Good show. Bye.
Oh my God.
Bye.
Good.
Oh my
That's
God.
tough. That's great defense. That was great freaking defense. It was two guys that got a hand on the ball, I believe. 1-2. Yep.
God.
They trapped the hell out of Tatum.
Oh my gosh.
That's why you got Mikal Bridges right there and Anunoby. That's why you got them two. Because they're long, they're lengthy, and they can be scrappy defensively. That's why you get both of those guys.
Oh boy.
Boy,
Stephen A. I think they're going to show up in New York, though. I don't think they're going to go out like that. I think they're going to show up in New York. They're going to have to take those to New York.
Again.
Oh boy.
But I'm gonna get off of here because I'm not gonna rub it in Bruce's face yet.
Ooh, boy.
Like he did me.
I'm finna go on Stephen A. page right now.
You know what they say, Bruce?
Oh boy.
Use all the smiles after Wolves and 5.
Ooh, boy.
You know what they say.
That's tough.
Y'all better pull it out. Pause. That's all I can say.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm about to get off.
All right, bro, man. We'll talk. We'll holler at you. Bruce.
Oh my goodness.
Bruce.
Oh boy.
I would ask your take. However, I already know what the hell it's gonna be.
Oh.
You're now down 0-2, and you gotta go to New York. Who has to make the biggest impact in New York for you to try to make a comeback in this series?
Oh my gosh. You have to get, for all this talk of face of the league and all this crap, Tatum has to show up and have one of those games. He has to.
Tonight, 13 points.
So Edward, I don't want to hear nothing else from you, man. I don't want to hear it. See, this is why I told you to hell with all that face of the league crap. Just go out there and ball and bring me a chip. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Nothing. Face of the league. The hell out of here. Just ball, man. Focus on the wrong thing. I can't believe. Oh my gosh.
That was a close out. And chat, when Bruce left, what did I say?
Now, half of it I didn't get right because they didn't really play through Cat in that third quarter. But I said keep it a 2-possession game and get it to the fourth quarter. Put the ball in Brunson's hands. He can take you home. He can take you home. That's exactly what happened. They got it to a 2-possession game, some great offensive rebounds, and got Brunson the ball on offense. If you look at every possession in the last 2 minutes, it was ISO. Brunson, take us home. We got it. Take us home. Take your shots, make your moves, drive to the basket, get to the free throw line, take us home. The Boston Celtics decided they was going to try to do ISO on their own. Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter is not a great ISO player. Jaylen Brown in the fourth quarter is not a great ISO player. So you make the two guys who are not great isolation players in the fourth quarter in back-to-back possessions play ISO ball. Mazzulla, get it together.
Figure out something. Yeah.
Mazzulla, you're going to have to get it together. You need to play. You need to run a scheme to get these guys shots, to get these guys looks. Guys should be rotating because if you're going to play one guy got the ball and you got Porzingis on the in the corner, you got Drew Holiday on the corner, Derek White on the corner. If everybody's out, if they miss, who gets the ball? Who gets the ball? The Knicks, because they got 3 guys in the paint. 3. Come on now, Mazzulla, man. This is partially on Mazzulla. No, I'm not even gonna say partially. This is on Mazzulla. Mazzulla got to figure that out. You can't be trying to run ISO player like ISO ball in the fourth quarter. Not. He's a great ISO player in the fourth quarter when the game matters the most. In clutch time, Jaylen Brown is not a great ISO player.
Transformer. I'm really like trying to think of some commentary that is not redundant and is insightful here, and I don't have it, man. I don't have it.
And there goes Stephen A.
Yes, you're 100% right, Laker Nation. That's correct. Oh damn. My man Harrison calling me.
Okay. I thought that was somebody calling for the show.
What up, Harrison? He's good, man. Yo, you live on the Format Podcast right now, bro. It's good.
Oh, you on the podcast right now?
Yeah, the whole world hearing you right now, man. Go ahead.
Oh, no way. Stop playing.
Nah, I'm dead serious. Yo,
yeah, you're definitely live.
This is my battle buddy. This is my brother from the Army. My main man, Sergeant Harrison, man. What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, I just called to see if you was watching the game. I know you was. So,
you know I'm hurting, man.
You know, I'm over here feeling good. Right
yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, I'm hurting, man.
You live?
Yeah, we live right now.
Yeah, they live
right now.
Bro, speak your piece. Give us a take.
The take is Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, was Cassidy Towns, man.
Oh, I forgot you're a Knicks fan. That's right.
Jason Tatum, trash.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yo, but I will say, Derek White, though, he started out hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Call him.
It's tough, man. I don't even. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Stephen A. gonna act a damn fool tomorrow morning.
Oh, you know he is. They're gonna be at the Garden going wild.
And that's why I was saying, like, the Celtics needed to make sure that they got this win tonight. Going down there down 0-2 is gonna be a freaking nightmare. That joint is gonna be like I don't even know what you call it. It's gonna be a Lions den they walking into. I guess that's good.
New York ain't been playing good at home either. So
yeah, they got to figure out something, man. This is
Oh, Chad, I definitely disagree. The Knicks definitely won this game.
Yeah, the Knicks did win this
game. Yeah, they won this game. Like, this wasn't a Knicks didn't win as much as Celtics lost.
Yeah.
They won it. Like, you got to go in there And you got to literally change the way these guys are playing offensively. And that's what they did. Mikal Bridges and Anunoby played lockdown. We don't care what Tatum is doing.
Right.
We're taking Tatum out of this game.
Right.
Take him out of the game and get it to the
thing.
fourth quarter.
Yeah.
2-possession game. Put the ball in Brunson's hands.
Yeah.
The Knicks
And
got that.
Y'all know I'm a Celtics fan. I'll say it again. Since Bird was waving the towel in the Garden, that's how long I've been a Celtics fan. But I don't want to hear anything from anybody about Tatum being face of the league. Can we stop this crap now? Can we stop it? He needs to go nuclear for the rest of this series if the Celtics have a chance of winning this. Plain and simple. Damn, this is. Oh my goodness, yeah, this is crazy.
Ball. Tatum wide open.
Crazy. Hey, real quick, y'all. If you tuned in, I see we got some people in the chat. Hey, if y'all tuned in, make sure you hit like and subscribe on that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and send some love to my boy Bruce right now. He's in complete disarray
really,
of what we just witnessed. Boston had I'm not going to say comfortable lead, but they had to lead the whole game.
I need it, brother.
The whole game, Boston was up this entire game.
You know what this says to me? I don't know if it's the Celtics or the Knicks, but it's like no lead is safe against the Knicks. Because
no lead is safe in the NBA.
There. And then when it comes to it, Brunson is going to come up big when you need him to make shots.
Absolutely. I believe he scored the last 7 buckets.
He's different.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? Hey, the Celtics deserve it for the way they're playing out here. They deserve what they're getting.
Like, look at this. Jason Tatum, ISO. Well, guess what? You bring 2 of your best defenders.
Yeah.
And you stop anything and you trap. Jason Tatum literally played himself into a corner he couldn't get out of. And when he tried to pass it, Mikal Bridges
season, man, but hit that like right for me, bro. Yeah, this is wild. Oh man, I don't even.
Was it? Did they eventually go up 20? Yeah, they did. Opinion stated. You're right. They did go up 20. I thought it was 16.
Second straight game, up by 20 or more, and lost it.
This is huge.
Man,
Jason Tatum, 13 points.
Nothing, Edward. Don't. No,
5
I'm
of
not
19.
Nothing right now. Let me wallow in my misery, man.
And Bruce, you lost another one. You should have took the under. They only shot 19 threes in the second half.
Oh, okay.
2 less. So they still shot 40. And New York shot 31. It's just that they couldn't hit them. They only shot 25% from 3.
Yeah, I definitely was taking the over.
Yeah. You would have almost, no, because I would only put it at 20 because Jaylen Brown was definitely going to let that thing fly if Jason Tatum would have got it to him.
Yeah. But see, again, this is where we get into the problem that the Celtics are not consistently running offense.
Yeah.
Right? So even when they do attack the rim, it's on some basic ISO moves instead of actually running something to get a play.
Pick and roll, pick and pop, like something.
Yeah.
Porzingis and Horford are great shooters. They're great shooters. No way we ain't running some pick and pop, some motion, right? Some swing, like everything doesn't have to be ISO ball. Leave that to Brunson. That's Brunson's thing.
Yeah.
Brunson is great at that. I get to the fourth quarter, I know the ball is in my hands. Y'all just got to stop me, right? That's not Boston's philosophy. Missoula definitely got to get those guys in there and figure that out, man.
Sneed, what's going on, brother?
Bro, what is happening right now?
We in the twilight zone or something, Sneed. This is
what is happening right now? We got the Indiana Pacers putting the whoopings on the Cavs.
Right.
We got the Knicks putting the boots to the Celtics.
Correct.
We got the best players on both of those teams not doing enough.
Yeah.
Thanks.
As incredible as Donovan Mitchell was last night, he needed one more play and he couldn't get it. And Tatum tonight, driving through the teeth of the defense, not having the awareness to know that 3 guys are converging onto him. Pause.
Right. I don't. But see what I was saying. I don't know if you heard it when Transform and I were talking about it. The Celtics either like they're not consistently running offensive sets to get good looks, and so that's a big problem for me. And were they out of timeouts there at the end?
No, they had one. That's what I was trying to say.
Like, what happened? Okay.
What was the question? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Why did they take a timeout?
Missoula, if he calls a timeout,
he can set up the formation in a way that's going to get Tatum at a certain spot.
Yes.
You get a switch, you get some action, they blow the coverage, he gets a cleaner look.
Yes.
Mazzulla, what are you doing?
They got no look. They ain't even have. There wasn't even an attempt at the basket. He was passing it out.
Yeah,
bro. Tatum almost lost the ball going over the free throw line. It was 3 feet off of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
ISO ball, clutch time.
Bro, this is crazy. So the Knicks, you got they're taking out Karl Anthony Towns, bringing in whoever, playing the defensive matchups, and it's working. How is Tom Thibodeau out coaching Joe Mazzulla?
Well, listen, Doc Rivers gets the credit, but I believe Coach Tibbs is the reason the Celtics won that title in 2008.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I've always been a fan of Coach Tibbs. The only real knock on him is, he
runs his players into the ground.
Yeah, that's the only real knock. But this guy knows X's and O's. He's a real X's and O's guy. So.
Bro, why is Joe Mazzulla drawing up plays for Al Horford to take threes, bro?
I don't.
What are we doing right now? Is Al Horford, did we not know that he was 2015 Klay Thompson? Did I not get the memo?
No, you didn't get it.
He's 2015 Klay Thompson.
They seem to believe he is.
Oh, man, that was a good one.
He played 29 minutes and got 5 3-point attempts off for a goose egg. Bro, and what are we doing Porzingis right now?
Well, he just got back.
What is this, though? What is happening, bro? This is the Celtics have ambitions for a championship. What is happening right now?
I don't know. Here's a question. Do you think that Tatum is not playing properly within the flow of the game because of all this nonsense talk about he should be the face of the league and all this crap that people are talking?
If he's got that distracting him, then he's exactly who we thought he was. He should have his eyes on the prize. Your job as a superstar is to win games and take it home for your team. All that other stuff takes care of itself. Mm-hmm. You win, you grin. That's how that shit works.
I like that.
Face or no face, you're gonna call me a winner.
I like that. That's right.
Face or no face, you're gonna call me a champ.
What are they gonna say to you when you're holding up championships, banners, and rings and trophies? Yeah. What do they gotta say to you?
We praise Robert Horry for 7 rings.
Timmy. Oh, he's boring. Yeah, but
we praise Robert Horry.
He smack you with a handful. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, Sneed. I'm with you. But we got some people in this chat who are more obsessed with Tatum being the face of the league than winning and bringing home another chip. Don't we transform?
Bruce, Tatum is an incredible player. That ain't the problem.
Exactly.
It's moments, right? It's not that he isn't capable of having big games, but he's got to. These moments are important. These moments are important. These are opportunities.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so when you deliver, nobody got nothing to say, bro. What are they going to say when you deliver? Just deliver. Hey, you know who's delivering is Jalen Brunson.
Brunson.
Yes, he is.
You know who delivers is Jalen Brunson. You know who else delivers? Tyrese Halliburton delivers.
Yeah, he does.
The guys they say are overrated. The guys they say can't do it. Look, we're 2 games in. I'm not saying that the series is over. I believe all these series that you see that are 0-2 and 2-0 right now, I believe they're all going 6 and 7 games. I think they're all going to drag out.
I hope so.
You know what I'm saying? So
Boston needs it.
Series ain't over. But what I do think is I think these teams are getting punched in the mouth because they were kind of smelling themselves like they were believing the hype, we're the favorites, we'll be there.
Yeah.
These are wake-up calls, but the problem is you're taking the show on the road. Your room for error is so minimal.
Yeah.
You don't have a game to give up anymore.
You do not.
If you lose game 3, you're statistically through.
Well,
there's no acceptance to the rules. So
in basketball, it never happens. So
So now you're in a must-win the rest of the way until you tie up the series, right?
Yeah.
You're literally having to win out because until further notice, and if we're talking about the Knicks and the Celtics, quarter 1 of that Madison Square Garden showdown in game 3 is going to tell us everything we need to know about the Celtics.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Cavs. when they go to Indiana, everything we need to know is going to happen in first quarter of game 3.
So
I don't know what Kenny Atkinson's doing. I don't know what those guys are. They got 3 guys on the bench. They seemingly seem to look healthy. I have no idea what's going on. They're all hurt or whatever. What are you doing, bro? There's no tomorrow. This is it.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
Oh, no, there isn't. What is that? Rocky 3? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. No, but there seriously isn't. There's
That was
seriously
2. He died in 3.
No,
I do believe that Donovan Mitchell feels the urgency. I just don't know about the other guys. Like, I don't know about Mobley. I don't know about Atkinson. I don't know about Garland. I don't know about Hunter. Like, that was a coach's decision to keep those guys out. What? There's no urgency to beat the Pacers? They're kicking your ass in the most important moments of these games.
Yeah. Fourth quarter.
And then the Celtics? How are you not reflecting on these losses and thinking, what are we doing in these crucial moments? We're choking these games away.
That's right. Yeah. No, you're right. Man, it is so frustrating to me watching the Celtics continually coming down and not running any real action. Just looking for a 3 or going ISO.
Like, it's not just the Celtics. It's the Cavs. It's the Thunder. Look, it's happening in all these games. Bro, the Nuggets had no business winning that game.
Right.
They just come off of 7 games against the Clippers.
You see what I'm like? Quick note, I think the NBA loves this, man.
Oh, absolutely.
NBA is loving this. Oh, my
God.
God.
The playoffs have been amazing if you're into the theatrics.
Yeah.
You know, if you're into these endings, if you're into the dramatics, it's there. I've been really happy with the playoffs. I've been enjoying the games. The last 2 games for the Cavs, they've been driving me crazy. I'm damn near trying to pull my hair out. But in terms of quality of the games, like if you're just a fan, like let's say you don't have a team. Like let's say you live in I don't know, let's say you live in Swampville, Florida. Right. And you don't have a team. Maybe you know, or Miami's out. Like you're just watching these games, like, man, these games are phenomenal.
These games are incredible. Yeah. But so
thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I gotta bounce. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say before you go, you mentioned that the first quarter of the next Cavs game and the Celtics games are going to tell us all that we need to know. But the scary part is I don't know that they will. I think the third quarter is going to tell us what we need to know in both of those games, because we've seen both of these teams go up big in their series, not in their series, but in the games in their series, and haven't been able to close the deal. So what's
both of you.
No, that's not the point. What I'm saying is if they don't they're going to get blown out, is what I'm saying. If they don't come out swinging, because now that means they doubt themselves. We have to see what they're making. Because if you doubt yourself, first quarter, game 3, it's over.
Well, you're the champ.
But Sneed, no lead is safe. They've been up 20 twice.
That's true.
I understand, but if you come out flat in game 3, they're going to bury you.
You can't if you're the champs, though. If you're the defending champs, you got to come out ready to, hair on fire. But thanks for the call, Sneed. I know you got
absolutely.
Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it, brother. Have a good night. Edward, I saw you called, man. Call me back, brother. Call me back.
I like what he's saying, but it's not the first half at all.
No, it's not.
It's the fourth quarter. First game, 25-16, Knicks up in the fourth quarter. This last game, 30-17, Knicks up.
Yeah.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're going on
in the fourth quarter, they collapse. Yeah.
Edward, what's up, man? What you got?
Hey, let me say this first and foremost. Hey, Bruce, you're not gonna pull a Drake on me, bro. You're not gonna just
pull a Drake. I don't do.
Man, you're not gonna just ghost diss me and talk about. You know what I'm saying? I caught that player. Don't think I didn't catch it. You're not gonna pull a Drake on me.
I'm just saying you've been the one.
You're not gonna pull a Drake,
and face of the league this and face of the league that. What did I tell you every time you brought that up to me?
Hey, yo. You're not gonna do that. Hey, look, man. Okay, look. I can't speak for my boy, man. I can't speak for my guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mikal Bridges. Hey. This is second one, you know what I'm saying? He did that to Jaylen Brown game 1, and he did this to JT in game 2. So defense, man, hey, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Defense, but
that's why you went to go get him. Because you knew the Knicks were loading up for one team. They knew it was one team that they have to deal with, that they need 2 wing guys to be there when it matters most. That was Mikal Bridges and that's OG Anunoby. I always get his name mispronounced.
OG
Anunoby.
OG. Both boys were on Tatum. They switched up and said, nah, bro, trapped them, got him in that corner. You get those guys for those specific reasons. That's to clamp those guys down when we get in this fourth quarter, because we know Jalen Brunson is going to take us home. He's shown that time and time again.
Yes.
Get me to the fourth quarter, make this a single-digit ball game, put the ball in my hands, I'm going to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
On defense, what are we going to do defensively? Thibodeau is very, very, very great defensive coach.
Yes, he is.
Very great defensive coach.
Yes.
He went and got 2 guys to add to that team to be like, I need y'all in the fourth quarter to just clamp everything.
Clamp down. That's right.
Trap, run, fly to the ball. Josh Hart was literally flying to the rim like he's 7 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Hart's like 6'3", 6'4", well, probably 6'4", 6'5".
Okay.
He's flying to the rim.
Okay. So with that being said, when they said this is why you got 2, well, OG Anunoby been there. So Bruce, question, and you too, Transformer. So with that being said, can we fault the New York Knicks for trading Dante DiVincenzo and Julius Randle?
Well, if they keep doing what they're doing, you can't really get mad at whatever moves they made, right?
That's true, because
I fault them anyway.
Because a lot of people, they were talking about why they got rid of Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo.
Well,
because Dante DiVincenzo was coming off the bench, giving you at least 15 a game. Mm-hmm. They ain't got no scoring on the bench now since they got rid of Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, but Cat's had a hell of a year for them, almost 25 and 12 and a half. So,
you do that because in the last couple of seasons, Julius Randle hasn't given you anything in the playoffs.
That's a great point too.
That's why you trade for a Cat.
Yeah.
So I didn't look at the trade sideways, because I'm like, because Julius Randle, he gets in the fourth. Last year he wasn't even there. He wasn't even available because he was hurt. And previous years he gets to the playoffs and he flames out. It's like he goes away. All of his numbers decrease dramatically when it gets to the playoffs. So I'm pretty sure if you're the Knicks, you're like, okay, we've been there, done that. It's time to move on, get a fresh face, and we got guys who can give us buckets. So we don't need much offensively. How can we get better defensively, and we can have Jalen Brunson take us home? The philosophy was simple for that trade.
It was simple, but who's coming off the bench and giving you buckets, though?
It's Tibbs. Tibbs don't like his bench in the playoffs.
That's right.
Yeah.
He don't like his bench. He don't need his bench.
But let's get it back to the simple. Because Edward thinks he's going to hide and try to have some in-depth.
Hey, you see, hold on,
basketball discussion
Pimp,
here.
Pimp,
that's not what this is about.
Pimp,
no, that's not what this is
about.
No. What this is about right here, Edward, is you've been pushing this Jason Tatum, face of the league all year. Can we stop the BS now?
Hey, look, bro. Hey, cool down. Drink your alkaline water and take your vitamins, man. I know it's past your bedtime, but hold on, player. Check this out. Now, anyway, so you see, I called in, right? I ain't dumping no smoke, man. Hey, I can't take up for my boy, man. Hey, he Jaylen Brown. It's like now Jaylen Brown got to be like, hey, yo, bro, we did it your way. It's time for me to shine.
Nah, it's not even that.
Because Jaylen Brown tried too.
Nah,
he couldn't get it going.
Missoula deserves a lot of the blame for this. He's not running sets. He's, too many threes, obviously, not running sets. And when you're not shooting threes, you're just going ISO without, actually running anything to clear that side of the floor or whatever to get guys in position to do the ISO. It's bad coaching. It's bad play. We know what Tatum's capable of, but we haven't seen it. And this is why I kept saying, Edward, who cares about facing the league?
Hold on, hold on. Wait, what you mean you haven't seen it, Bruce?
No, I said we have seen. No, I said we have.
Oh, okay.
We saw him knock Milwaukee out of the playoffs. We saw him knock the Sixers out of the playoffs with elite performances. But we're gonna need a few of those.
He knocked the Nets out the playoffs.
But guess what? We're gonna need a few of those the rest of the way, or it's gonna be bad.
Well, look, Bruce, I know I said it in the chat, but you man, bump that. I don't want to hear all that. Y'all are good on the road.
Look, man, I'm not trying to hear that now.
Yeah, you not in the play. You're not trying to hear that in the playoffs.
I'm not. No.
Yeah.
This is a different thing. This is a different season.
Yeah, because I mean, like, because to be honest, and then I think one of the callers had called in and said that the Denver Nuggets should never won that game. I'm like, well, if that's the case, then the Pacers shouldn't be winning. You know what I'm saying? Those games that they won. I mean, especially game 2. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, hey, I know that we all man. At the end of the day, we are human. Look, if I got a toe jam, my toe broken, if I can't go, I just can't go. Now, I heard Stephen A was talking about Darius Garland, man. He need to put on a big shoe. I know, bro.
You know what? Do you know what Larry Bird played with? Do you know what Kevin McHale played through?
Oh my God!
I'm not trying to hear that.
Hey, how long, Bruce? How long was that, Bruce? How long was that?
What does that have to do with anything?
I wasn't born with all this.
Why are we talking about the 70s and the 80s, Bruce? Jesus Christ.
Larry Bird played with
Bruce. We talking about the 80s, bro.
So what? What does that have to do with anything?
Bruce. I wasn't thought of, man. Me and Transformer wasn't even thought of about that time. Big dog, we get it, though, man.
That was 40 years ago, Bruce.
But I'm talking about
stay relevant.
Years, man.
Stay relevant.
No.
Relevance matters, Bruce. Relevance matters.
Need them guys to take down their jerseys from the rafters and suit up for me next game.
Chuck Taylor's on with them.
Nah, they not gonna wear Chucks. They just gonna wear the Converse weapons, man. That's I need that, man.
Hey, yo, them Converse
on one ankle.
Them John was fired up. Them John was fire. And then especially like tonight. Okay, so let me ask y'all this: if SGA, he has a hell of a season, but but Joker is still that dude though, bro. The Joker is still that guy.
So what? He's not the MVP. Beat it. So what?
Okay, yeah, Joker not worried. He said in the comment, I'm not worried about the MVP. I'm worried about the playoff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to the next step.
Wait. So you cool with Joker thinking that way, but not Tatum?
I am cool with Joker, JT thinking that way.
No, you're not, because all you ever do is push. Tatum got to be the face of the league. This, that. No. And what do I always say? Hell with all that. Bring me a chip.
Hold on. Hold on, player. Pimp down. Calm down. So, look, what I'm saying is that, look, I'm just saying he's not out here, man, just shooting the football with 5 or 6 baby mamas. That's all I'm saying. But they want that guy to be. They want that guy to be the face of the league. You know what I'm saying?
Bring me a chip. Everybody eats, baby.
Everybody eats, B. Everybody eats, B.
When you're not using them.
That's right.
That's right. I got you.
That's all I care about. Bring me the chip. And right now, it ain't looking good for that.
Yeah. So, but I just wanted to call in, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, you pulled a Drake on me, you know what I'm saying, that cute boy stuff, you know, trying to say that, you know, somebody in the chat, blah, blah, blah. I know who you were talking about.
Hey, look, man,
you know
I got to tell it, man. You know,
I mean,
people harassing me.
But Eddie, was he wrong?
You said what?
Was he wrong?
Nope.
Absolutely not. He wasn't wrong.
Okay, that's all that matters. I'm
standing 10 toes down, dog. I did say that. I absolutely did. I mean, because with his accolades, I mean, why not? But hey, at the end of the day, though, what?
You seeing why not?
Bruce. Oh, okay, bro. I ain't got nothing to say. You see, I'm stuttering now, so I guess I got nothing to say.
Hey, he can still prove me wrong, and I would love for him to do that.
Oh, he's gonna have to do a lot of proving.
A lot of proving.
He got a lot of. He got to win 4 out of the next 5.
Yeah, I mean, think about this though. But see, check this out though. You know that I think it was a couple years ago when y'all was down 0-3 against Miami and y'all came back. I mean, hey man, anything can happen, man. But I do not want to hear when everybody now talking about, man, you know, this league is boring and all that. Man, look at how these playoffs. The rates are up for the playoffs, and the rates for the NHL rates has dropped.
Edward, listen.
So what's up?
I'm giving all the credit due for the way these playoffs have been. They have been phenomenal. Absolutely. My only issue is
here comes the butt. Here comes the butt.
Yeah, definitely coming with the butt. Pause. Because I listen, I know what
what did he say?
Well, he said
I'm definitely coming with the butt.
Whoa, wait a minute.
But I paused it real quick because I knew I was trying to make a greater. I was responding to what Edward said. Shut up, man. What I'm trying to say is this: right? Where I'm frustrated, Edward, is just shut up, Transform. Where I'm frustrated, Edward, is because clearly the league knows that they're capable of giving us this high quality basketball, but they don't want to on a regular basis. And that's why we get frustrated. This has been an incredible playoff season. Go ahead, man.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
of course. And then, of course, it's about the NBA All-Star and all that. So, I mean, yeah. That is true, though. That is true. But
they didn't even try. But
yeah.
So the fact that we getting it like this is showing, okay, the league, they know how to do it. They can really give us high level basketball. They just don't want to, and that's why people get upset. Like there's always been a step up in intensity in the playoffs, but like the gap between the regular season and the playoffs now is insanely long.
I think a lot of that is coming from the league office too. Because a lot of that has a lot to do with these refs keeping that damn whistle in their pocket.
But don't you love it though?
Let these guys be physical. Now we see what the league has been doing to these guys. Because now all this foul hunting, like James Harden, all that foul hunting going away, Bubba.
Right.
We letting that whistle. We letting that go. We letting that go. So like, that game was pretty physical. Yeah. And the refs just allowed it. They allowed a lot of it. Yeah.
So, guys, let me ask y'all this then, man. Okay. With that being said, speaking of James Harden, what does this do for his career now?
What do you mean? What does this do for his career?
It stays where it's at.
Yeah,
he's always been known as a choke artist.
Exactly. This is nothing new. We know what he is and what he's not.
This is just one of many.
Okay.
This does absolutely nothing. He did it in the finals. He did it again with the Houston Rockets. He did it again in Brooklyn. He did it again in Houston.
In Brooklyn, hold on. For Brooklyn, he had a hamstring issue.
Sounds like an excuse. Okay. Sounds personal. Did it again. Am I wrong? He did it again. So at the end of the day, we known when the moments matter the most. This ain't the regular season. James Harden makes his name off of being able to hunt fouls. And when the game gets hot in the playoffs, the refs ain't calling that bullshit no more.
That's right.
They're not calling it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm interested to see how far Shea go and if anybody step up with him.
I'm glad you said it, Brian, Transformer, because it's like, okay, if Oklahoma City get put out and Cleveland get put out because they did them the two teams that had the best record, will we just say they were just a good regular season team?
I think you'd have to.
Yeah, you have to say that. They're not a great postseason team because they were out in the second round.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
You just answered your question with that one, Bubba.
Yeah, because I wanted to hear y'all input on that. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was. I wanted to hear what they say if they get put out of the first round. I mean, the second round. I'm sorry.
Because we're not going to say they're a contender. They ain't even make it to the conference finals. So
yeah, most definitely.
I mean, that's not the discredit because like that's the same thing I say for Houston. I mean, even though Houston Rockets went home in the first round, they had a very good very good regular season. But I said it before. It matters a lot when you don't have a star. You need a star. Houston didn't have one. Jalen Green went one game he had 10. He was in a double digits.
Rest of the way he went missing.
Rest of the way, that boy he was still doing Wingstop commercials. He was like, "Hey man, time out, bro. I'm gonna go do this Wingstop commercial real quick. About to miss a couple of shots."
Wings.
You know what I mean? So like Houston never had a guy who can go and give you a bucket when it matters the most. And Golden State has two of those guys.
Yeah.
2.5 if you want to count Buddy Hield when he gets hot. But Jimmy Buckets and Steph Curry, they known for getting buckets in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And then like with Golden State, okay, like with Jonathan Kuminga, what's going on with him though?
Say that again. Say one more time. I'm sorry.
Kuminga. He's
asking Kuminga, what's going on with him? I mean, like him and Steve Kerr do not get along. I mean, what is he?
So,
is he
I'm thinking
straight? I mean, what's going on?
I'm thinking a big part of it with Steve Kerr. Everybody on that team, he wants to be able to fit in to allow Steph Curry to do what Steph Curry does. And apparently Kuminga is not the right fit for that. That's all I can figure.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, Sid.
Yeah, because I think, I mean, because he ain't been with you. I know, and plus he is coming off the injury, but like as Trump said, that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Can't have an excuse and all that. So, but yeah, that's cool. But I was just wanted to call in, fellas, because, man, you know, somebody had called me out, man, and I had to stand 10 toes down and be like, nah, I ain't ducking from this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro.
Toes.
It's all good, brother.
All
it's
right,
cool,
man.
brother.
No doubt,
All right,
no
bro.
doubt.
All right, water, man.
Water. Currently, OKC is up 21 in the first quarter right now.
Yeah.
Putting foots in Denver, man.
Put foots in them.
They letting it spark from three. Everything's falling for those guys.
Call, y'all. This is the last call. I gotta go work out. Bruce, what up?
I ain't gonna tell you beat you, though. I already ran it once. Man, I'm pissed off right now. Even though I don't like the Celtics, I'm just disappointed in the Hey, Bruce, when we talked about this yesterday, I'll take Brunson 10 times over Tatum 10 times.
Well, so far, I'm not mad at that. I
Good
still wouldn't, but so far,
You're breaking up a lot, brother.
Breaking up, man.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hello, you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
It was up 20 in the third, bro.
Yeah.
I already ran it already. I ain't gonna take long. How you feeling, Transformer? But this was a travesty, and I'm kind of happy this is happening because I don't want to see something no more than this. When I spent the game, I said,
man, you breaking up.
You breaking up a lot, bro.
Away from your phone or something.
I'm breaking up real bad.
Yeah.
Am I echoing? Am I echoing?
Yeah, you're doing that robotic thing, like when you walk away.
Hold on.
Belt to ass.
Listen, this must was a sign not to call back. I'll be called back already, but I just wanted to rub it in on Bruce. Bruce, it's over, bro.
What did he say?
It's not over yet. But it looks real bad. Though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, how you feeling, though? You all right?
Yeah,
it's a wellness check right now. That's all this is. This is a wellness
check. Man, that's what's up. I appreciate that, man. I already got the buddy check from my main man, Harrison. I got that. I got the wellness check from you. All right, I'll be all right. I appreciate that, man.
The Knicks got everything they need to win the championship, man. Do they?
Well,
nah. You said, look, why not? They got perimeter. Look, they got three of the best. They probably got the best perimeter defense in the league with Josh Hart, Anunoby, and Bridges. They locking everything up. They locking everything up on the perimeter. They gonna switch.
He's not wrong with that statement.
Oh man, yeah, I know you got me, bro. I know you got me.
Your boy, man. They go. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
Basketball guards on outside. They know we don't want to see the Celtics no more. This is an absolute joke. Joe Mazzulla is on that analytical bull crap instead of teaching the boy to play with toughness like my man, like Baltimore. That Baltimore boy was at the head. You best believe.
Oh,
yeah. I'm telling you. But Joe Mazzulla, this crap drawing up 3-pointers for what's the center name? Al Horford. It's just a joke, man. Hey Bruce, I just called for a wellness check. Just make sure you are.
I appreciate it. That's good looking out.
Okay, good. I know Stephen A. go hoop and holler. Y'all be talking about tomorrow morning.
I already got you. I already got you on that. Hold on. Stand by.
Oh boy.
Stephen A. gonna be hooping and holler.
Hold up, Bruce. Hold up.
Man, I holler at you.
Hold up.
What?
Hold on just a second.
Oh, you already busted.
Already go New York.
Oh, you already went off already?
Oh, he's hyped. He already hyped. Hey, Stephen.
What do you say? Blue skies, right? That's what it is right now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
York.
That game is going to be insane in the Garden. Yo, tickets
for
that going to be starting at like a G.
Son. It's going to be a lot of fitted caps and Timberland boots. New York is standing tall in it's going to be out. The outside going to be packed.
Everybody else. Wu-Tang Clan, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, everybody's
coming out there.
For real.
Yeah. I want to say before I get off, Jalen Brunson is amazing, man.
Nah, he's a beast, man. He's a beast.
Guy. How tall is he, Jim? I have to take it.
6'3", maybe.
Probably 6'4".
Oh, you got y'all? He's like 6'3".
Yeah, he maybe.
I think
Yeah,
Brunson is
it's
6'4".
absolutely and it's crazy. Like everybody come up. Villanova, they winners. Dante DiVincenzo. Josh Hart is a dog. He's a Connie Corso. Josh, I'll go to war with him any day in the trenches.
Jesus.
Josh Hart is a Connie Corso. He's a dog, bro.
Yeah, no, he's a problem.
Every team need a Josh Hart.
Agreed.
And it's crazy. The Lakers had all of them and let them go because, but I want to get to the Lakers. I'm glad I hope LeBron retire. I'm so happy they out of it. We ain't got to deal with that bull crap.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all calling me a Lakers
out of it,
I hope this shit is over with. Hey, I'll talk to you, brother.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for the call.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Last words?
I was getting ready to go to sleep, man, but I'm gonna grab my laptop and go in the garage, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to let off some of that steam, brother.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get a couple reps in, man.
No, absolutely. So you got any last words for the chat, man?
Well, I mean, if you don't like the Celtics, this is a wonderful night for you.
I'm not gonna say I'm not happy.
Oh, I would expect nothing less. I mean,
hey, I'm Stephen A. right now. I'm go New York, go New York. I said Knicks in 6, and my pick is looking right.
Chief, man, I don't even know what to say, Chief, man. Man.
It's gonna be Timberland. Matter of fact, I might put my damn Timberland boots on.
For real.
I don't have a Knicks jersey. I need to go get a Knicks jersey.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Chief, you don't need to be ecstatic, man. You don't need to be ecstatic.
Oh, man.
But look, for everybody who came in the chat, man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on the way out. We're going to go ahead and shut it down here for the night. Hope y'all, if you choose to stay up and watch this OKC Denver game, OKC is playing how they supposed to play. They smoking them right now.
Oh, they busting ass in the first quarter. 45-21 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that's kind of serious right there.
Yeah,
but
nah.
Yeah, y'all have a great night. Enjoy the rest of it, and we'll be back. I don't even know when I'm gonna be back, man. I don't even know.
Sunday.
Whatever, man. Right now, I ain't.
They got you in disarray.
Yeah, for real, man. I don't know what's going on anymore.
It was the face when you saw Tatum get blocked. You was, and then it's like your head got lower, and it got lower. Lower. You could barely see it on the screen. He was like, So that's what we doing now. Just go.
Yeah, that was rough.
Just stink it up in the garden, right? Just give it up in the garden.
Yeah, that's apparently what we're doing.
Said, open it up, man. Garden. Open up that garden.
Yeah. It sounded like it was a bunch of manure in the garden. That's what it smelled like.
Yeah. So you got the Boston Garden. It was like, nah, bro, we taking it to Madison Square Garden. That's what we want. That's what we want. They're in the wrong garden. They playing in the wrong garden. Okay. So the Celtics gonna wake up in Madison Square Garden. Got it.
Wow.
They just in the wrong garden.
Damn, Chief. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm glad G's not live tonight, Sid.
Oh, that was
Chief. I'm so glad G's not here.
Yeah.
This would have been. You thought Bruce was something? Nah. G would have been. Yeah, G would have been Foots and Bruce now so far.
Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been bad.
But all right, y'all, man. We're gonna wrap this thing up, man. Bruce is gonna work out. We're gonna catch you guys next. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show because Bruce is currently sad right now, so his enthusiasm is not there. So to close this thing out, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know how we doing. Go Knicks in 6. I know he hates to hear it, but we gotta end the show with some enthusiasm. Come back to see us, man. Check us out. We're gonna be live here Sunday morning at 10 a.m. So if you want something to check out, you want some talk, you want to talk some sports, come and check us out. We do allow you guys to call in with a 3-minute rule. Normally, this is a live show that we're doing with the live game, so this typically goes a little different. But we're gonna have some segments and stuff going on for you guys Sunday morning at 10. So we do restrict the rule back to 3 minutes. We'll let you call in, and then we'll respond after that. Other than that, we appreciate you guys so much, man. Love you guys. Be safe and go Knicks. Peace.